And when you're in a professional-grade GMC, you can tackle every day like a champ when you take the field in the GMC Yukon Denali Ultimate. Break from the huddle of ordinary with 15-inch diagonal head-up display, great for long scoring drives. And whether at home or away, travel in 16-way power front seats with massage features in your GMC Yukon. Test drive a game-winning Yukon today at your Bayou GMC dealer.
Who's cleaning your office building, medical facility, school, industrial, or manufacturing facility? Ever doubt that they're getting the job done when you leave the office? Stop worrying and reach out to the trusted local cleaning experts with a global reputation. Janny King, the king of clean. Make the switch today, like hundreds of other businesses have already done here in the greater Baton Rouge area, and leave your worries at the door. Go to JannyKingCleans.com and find out how we can help. That's JannyKingCleans.com.
Janny King, the king of clean.
The fourth annual Bourbon Raffle benefiting the Mary Bird Perkins Cancer Center is back. This year, it's happening on April 18th live at the Janny King headquarters and on Facebook. Tickets are just $20 each for a chance to win 50-plus exceptional bourbons. Get yours now by texting Bourbon Raffle 24 to 414444. Last year, we raised over $103,000. Buy your tickets today for the Mary Bird Perkins Cancer Center Bourbon Raffle by texting Bourbon Raffle 24 to 414444.
Truck season has been extended at Supreme Chevrolet Gonzales and Supreme Chevrolet West Plaquemine, where you can expect more Supreme savings on our huge selection of new Chevy Silverados. Save big with super low financing. Save big with huge cash incentives. And save big with huge dealer discounts. For more, please visit SupremeChevy.com or SupremeChevroletWest.com. Or together, let's drive to Supreme Chevrolet Gonzales or Supreme Chevrolet West Plaquemine, where you can always expect more.
Summer's coming. If you're looking for a way to save money and energy in your home or business, Platinum Window Tint is here to help. Window tinting can reduce heat and glare, protect your furniture and flooring from fading, and even qualify you for a tax credit. Visit them online at PlatinumWindowTintLLC.com.
Where can you find a reliable roofing contractor you can trust? Top Team Roofing and Construction. They know the secret to getting homeowners what they deserve from insurance companies. Call Jessica today, 571-1740. That's 571-1740. Online at thelatopteam.com.
Insurance companies have teams of professionals to fight your claim. If you want to know what your case is really worth, I'm Spencer Callahan. I'd like to help.
Spencer Callahan is the one to see. Call 387-2323.
LA filing number 16-7970.
WNXX, Jackson, KNXX, Donaldsonville, and WDGL HD2 Baton Rouge. This hour brought to you by Spencer Callahan Injury Lawyers, LA 21-12681. Offices in Baton Rouge.
Good morning. It's 7 a.m. here on Wednesday, April 10th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect scattered thunderstorms and some other severe weather with tornado watches in effect until about 1 p.m. this afternoon. We have a high of around 77. In hour one of today's show, we'll talk transfer portal. Where does LSU sit for some of the top targets? We'll recap the Pelicans' win over the Blazers, talk a little LSU baseball, and a whole lot more. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 1045 ESPN channel. Hour number one of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studios, starts now.
Let we go! All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Yeah!
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Hey, they said I got to come off the bench.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. Yo, yo, yo.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to a brand new OTB Wednesday, April 10th, 2024. Hope you are having a most excellent day. As, hump day. Gonna be a fun day. Got a good show planned for you today. How about the bad news birds? That's right, baby. The murder birds back in the biggest of ways. Managing to build off of Sunday's massive win in Phoenix. Unlike Friday, they take care of one of the Western bottom feeders in Portland. And now you look up and the Pelicans succeed and control their own destiny as the 6th seed. We'll continue to talk about it. And yes, there's an element of, wow, I mean, how much better would it be if you got that first win? And I understand it's very frustrating, but we have to focus on the task at hand and move on and look at what's remaining. So that's exactly what we'll do. We've got some exciting rumors to get into today in terms of maybe a potential D-line name that could be hitting the market, as well as one that is visiting LSU football today. Baseball getting it done in the midweek with some interesting lineup changes that we can get into. And, we got flustering for an hour. Maybe some Masters talk. A couple of the premier Masters favorites, including LSU's own Sam Burns, and kind of an interesting predicament as both Sam Burns and Scotty Scheffler's wives are pregnant and due relatively soon, sometime in the next 1 to 3 weeks, and both have vowed that they will leave if their wife goes into labor. They're in the middle of the tournament, which I think could make for some very, very, very interesting type of situations. We'll get into that more during flustering. First, see how everyone doing today. Jakey, what's up, buddy?
You know, I wonder what people do when they cancel school like as late as they did yesterday because of the weather.
Mm-hmm.
Like if your parents both have full-time jobs and they're essential and they have to go to work, like what do? You don't have work. You don't have family. Like you just got to tell them, hey, work. Like I ain't going to be there. You Magic Johnson.
Yeah, straight up. Yeah, I mean 100%. You do what you have to. I don't know though. I mean, I know it can. I definitely understand how it can be frustrating when school gets canceled the manner that it does. I do also though take the approach of like, I'm going to be very happy if we get through today and nothing's happened and everyone's like, oh, why did we cancel school? Because whenever people make those complaints, the dark flip side is something does happen.
Yeah, no, right? I'm not even. I'm not even coming at it from that angle. I was just curious because we were at baseball practice and everybody started getting the message from different schools. I'm like, we're very lucky that my wife gets to stay home, and so like that's not something we have to worry about. But like if both parents work and they don't get off because of the weather, like no, y'all gonna be here.
I mean, does anybody go to work anymore? You know, it's very rare. I mean, a lot
there's
of my
not a
friends,
weather situation where we're not expected to be here.
A lot of my friends have very but you know we are in bad weather times. Radio is traditionally one of the ways of kind of getting information out there. The front lines, if you will, maybe not this show specifically as much, but kind of radio in general.
Well, we do have Dr. Josh at 7:30.
Okay, cool. We're going to have Dr. Josh at 7:30. Give us a quick 5-minute meteorological update, what you need to know for today, how to stay safe and whatnot. I know so many people have work from home, or at least it's like, hey, I got to work from home today. My little brother, they have work from home Fridays.
Every Friday?
Every Friday. He's essentially starting to live the 4-day work week dream that certain portions of the country have been pushing for a while now.
Good for you, Bo.
Yeah, a little jealous of that for sure. Alondra, how are we feeling today?
I'm feeling great.
You know what's funny? I was thinking about how I say your name, and I can never not say it. Alondra.
I know.
I have the same toxic temptation every time I say croissant. I just want to go croissant.
I'm not even French.
I know, but it's just But you, I mean, come on, look. Spanish, French, Italian.
Romance language.
It's the same thing, you know?
It's okay. Every time I do AFR, Matt has to say my name like a boxing announcer. Like
Alondra Villarreal.
Yeah, he says it like that. Even in the hallways when he sees me.
Croissant. Is that the most fun to say, though?
What, croissant?
No. Try a croissant.
Croissant.
Yeah, feels good. Taylor, do it. Croissant.
Yeah, that was better than mine.
Good. That was better than Alondra's. So much for her being the bilingual one. Taylor, what's up, dude?
Not much. Somebody in the chat asked me how these thunder showers are looking.
Yeah.
Not great, guys. Not great.
How you said thunder showers?
That was like
Friday.
Maybe? No, I think
Thursday
I think it was. Yeah, you were gone, and like I was gonna say thunderstorms, and I was like, well, it's not gonna be thunder. It's gonna be more like a shower, and then thunder shower came out, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna roll with it.
Is that what you call your shotgun that you keep in the shower?
No.
The thunder shower, the thunder stick, the boomstick. All right.
I was going to say that seems like a movie title on those Skinamax back in the day, but
it does. It does.
It does.
Yeah. Softcore thunder shower.
Yeah.
We'll show you nipples. Won't show you anything else though. But hey, beggars can't be choosers. Pelicans taking care of business. How about it, dude? After a slow start in Portland last night. Then again, it's one of those. Some nights you can have a slow start and you feel like we're doomed. To me, I was never that worried about them, actually. Yeah. Like, I don't know how to explain what the difference is between the two, but I felt that, okay, look, they're going to figure out, they're going to get it done. And sure enough, in the third quarter, Trey Murphy goes off for 17, and the Pelicans end up taking over. Shout out CJ McCollum, in a building in which he has played over 500 games. I think Antonio Daniels and Joel Meyer said in the broadcast last night, he drops 29. That's all of 31 in Phoenix on Sunday. So CJ McCollum, at the time when you need your old salty vet the most to be playing at his best, especially with Brandon Ingram out, taking up some of that scoring burden. And then again, Trey Murphy ends up dropping 31. Here is Willie Green on what Trey Murphy meant to this team last night.
Trey has done a tremendous job stepping in and becoming a starter. This is his second year in a row, being able to step in and fill that role. And we rely on him. And his shot making makes it difficult for teams to help off CJ, help off Zion. And when B.I.'s back, same thing.
And speaking of CJ McCollum, here's what Willie had to say about his vet's performance.
CJ's been great, and we've needed his performances that he's had the last few games. Is that time of year where you have to step up and play big, and he's played in these moments, so he understands, the moment that we're in right now, and he's going after it.
So again, just like Dumb and Dumber, when it's a Lloyd Christmas who comes pedaling up on the moped, right?
Because he sold the car.
Yes, he sells the shag wagon.
Yeah.
I'm just making sure. I was thinking about this the other day. I need to rewatch Dumb and Dumber. It's probably been over a decade since I've actually sat down and watched Dumb and Dumber all the way through, and it's deserving of a fun have a couple beers rewatch sometime soon here. But just like that scene, right when you thought the Pelicans couldn't get any dumber with that losing streak where you're in Mexico, here they come, and in a couple of games, they totally redeem themselves. You look at the NBA standings today, and thanks to another Phoenix Suns loss, thanks to the Lakers losing a couple in a row, and then thanks to the Kings losing to the Thunder last night, the Pelicans are now back in sole control of the 6th seed with 3 games remaining. That's right. Suns currently a full game back. Kings 2 full games back. Lakers now 2.5, which means this Pelican team now controls its own destiny going into the final portion of the season. You have, I lost my notes real quick here. You have at Kings, at Warriors, home versus the Lakers. If you 3-0 that, you will avoid the play-in. You will make the playoffs, guaranteed a full series, and you will have 50 wins. So a ton to play for this Pelicans team over these final 3 games of the season.
The Suns have 3 road games at the Clippers, at the Kings, and at the T-Wolves. Yes. And so it's not easy for them either. And the teams that the Pelicans are playing are good teams. And they're the teams kind of that you're fighting for those positions with. In Golden State and the Lakers, obviously, and the Kings are right there. It's going to come down to the stretch. They have 3 games left. You have all these teams that are jumbled up together there, but you controlling your own destiny, obviously, is huge. And them having to go on the road on all 3, and they had an awful performance last night talking about the Suns. I mean, they were down, it was, I think, 23-2 or something like that at one point.
Yeah.
The Suns were, and so they came out flat, and you hope that they can do that again. Now they have a back-to-back with the Clippers, and so the good thing is that you don't have an easy schedule, but you don't have to go on the road all 3 like the Suns. And so like the Warriors, they're a team that you got to pay attention to them. You got to pay attention to the Warriors, and you have them coming up on your schedule. They've been playing much better as of late. But controlling your own destiny with 3 games left, I think at the beginning of the season, any Pelicans fan would take that.
Well, you got to be worried about the Warriors in terms of their current form certainly.
Yes,
8-2 in the last
about.
10. Yes, but they don't threaten any of your
No. I'm just talking about
spots.
you got to worry about them on the road with the way they're playing.
Whereas the Kings are in a bit of a tough spot. A couple injuries, including to Malik Monk, and all of a sudden they've lost a couple of their key pieces. Last night,
nosedive for them compared to where they were 20 days ago.
No, they and they had a big lead last night on the Thunder. I think they were up like 20 in the third or something before they end up dropping that game to OKC. Also, after looking like you were on a collision course with the Clippers for so long, it's probably going to end up being Clippers-Mavs, which, look, if you do get the 6th seed, then it becomes very interesting because there is an absolute battle at 1, 2, and 3 right now, meaning your first-round matchup is not going to be easy. I mean, it's going to be either the T-Wolves, Nuggets, or Thunder if you manage to get the 6th seed. But
I think you want.
Who gives a damn?
Yeah, I mean, gosh, if you're picking, maybe you want one of the younger teams in the Thunder or the T-Wolves. Like the Nuggets, you don't want. They're the defending champion. They've got veteran vets, and I don't think you want any of that.
No. I mean, maybe the T-Wolves. I don't know. Thunder feel like they have your number. What's the series? What did the series end up with OKC on the year this year? I feel like probably 3-1.
I think that actually is right.
Yeah, 3-1 Thunder.
T-Wolves final answer.
Maybe so. Either way, though, I don't give a damn about. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, right? It's just funny that now all of a sudden it looked like maybe you're going to be playing the Clippers forever. Maybe now that's out the window. The bottom line is go get that 6th seed. You control your own destiny. Find a way to get it done. In terms of on the court, one of the interesting developments here recently has been the return of Dyson Daniels. And maybe a bit underappreciating just how much his absence meant as he had that meniscus surgery. You can really feel his length all over the place. He is the most positionalist defender that the Pelicans have right now. And even if you look back at that Phoenix game on Sunday, he was playing center against the 7-footer, against Nurkic. And he did a great job, shut him down. And it's a great counter, as Willie Green was explaining, how teams are trying to combat Zion right now, which is they want to give the ball to Zion. They want to run the offense to Zion. And Zion, well, we've seen him dabbling in pull-up jumpers. And it does make you appreciate if he can knock that thing down consistently, then he becomes completely and wholly unstoppable. But I don't think he's uber confident quite yet. And so what teams are doing is they're just getting a big man and they're trying to park him in the middle to stop Zion from driving. Now, Zion still tends to get his, but it does make it harder. And Valanciunas isn't someone who's necessarily going to be able to space that or help out in that regard. Whereas you go Dyson Daniels, you go super small, and all of a sudden you've got a great counter there with the speed, the touch of Dyson Daniels' ability to cut to the basket and score. It's been really, and Larry Nance also kind of your small ball center, but it's been interesting to see them use Daniels in that way as well. So love the response from the Pelicans after what was probably the season's lowest moment, losing to the Spurs by 2 in the Smoothie King Center after blowing a huge third quarter lead. And again, now you control your own destiny. I forgot to look up when these games are. Let's see, quick.
I think real quick, while you're looking it up, Daniels, the game that I went to, I mean, offensively, like there's something there. They don't need it right now. I mean, I think he hit 4 threes in the game against the Magic that we went to. I mean, he has the ability to improve as an offensive player, become a better all-around player. But right now, they don't need him to be that. They need him to be kind of more what he was last night. He only scores 4 points, but to your point, T, he has 5 assists, 6 rebounds. He's got a block, he's got a steal, and that's what they need him to be. That's going to be his role in the playoffs.
And he's got fresh legs because he's young and he came back from injury, which means he doesn't have the full wear and tear of a season on him. I haven't been able to find anything on Brandon Ingram. I saw him getting up shots in the gym. I know he's getting back. Do we have any official reporting on an expected return date yet?
No. So remember they said minimum 2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks was Friday.
Okay.
So he was reevaluated then, getting shots up. I expect him back by the playoffs.
Yeah, I would hope so. Ingram is I love Ingram. He's not always the best at injury timelines. Sometimes these things can last with him a bit longer than they're originally estimated to.
Honestly, you'll want to get the 6th seed. But with his injury history, I would these 3 games. We'll catch in the playoffs.
You think so?
Whatever that looks like, whatever game it ends up being, if it's a playing game, which you don't want, because it just doesn't have the best of luck and the best timeline when it comes to maybe coming back early.
I hope he comes back sometime.
I do
these
too.
3 games.
I mean, I hope, because that means he's fully healthy and feels good and ready to go.
These 3 games, I'm saying, even if he doesn't feel like BI, I hope he gets back sometimes in these 3. I mean, these 3 games are playoff games, in my opinion, right? These are 3 games to try to avoid single game elimination. Although where you'll finish, you'll probably at least get 2 cracks at it. But yeah, I hope. Now, what is interesting is if you make it through the play-in, Jake. Really, functionally, it's not that different from the 6 seed, given the trio of teams at the top. Either way, you're going to get one of those teams. You could end up with one of them no matter what if you finish 6, 7, or 8. But again, a main goal for the season is avoiding the play-in, and I don't even want to engage with the maddening, heart-palpitating risk of having this whole season fall apart because you can't win a single game play-in kind of sample there. So we'll see. I mean,
if you were in the East, you'd be the 3 seed.
Yeah, I mean,
although the East isn't as bad as it typically is, it's still not great.
What is it? And if some butts were candy and nuts, we'd all have a happy Christmas. That has been a complaint for a decade now. I don't know when the meta is going to change and the East will be better in the West, but for whatever reason they cannot figure it out.
The Pelicans being in the West for the first time, I used it to my advantage yesterday. Me and Bobby were on, and he was calling Louisiana the Southeast. I was like, it's not really the Southeast. It's kind of its own thing. I said, it's more of the South. I was like, well, you live in the Midwest and you live very east of me, so I know you're confused. I was like, well, the Pelicans, are they in the East or West? He's like, West. I go, all right. We're good.
Yeah. I mean, dude, the Saints played in the NFC West forever. I mean, just look at sports. See, for all the crap that I get about geography, some of these professional leagues also showing a fundamental misunderstanding.
Memphis being in the
West geography,
West.
for whatever that's worth. All right. So look, flock up, massive win last night. Tomorrow night in Sacramento, Friday night in Golden State, and then at home against the Lakers on Sunday to wrap it up. Let's freaking go. All right, when we get back here on OTB, so a massive potential Pirtle rumor that could have some extreme relevance to LSU. Keep it locked right here on Off the Bench.
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, and 1130 The Tiger.
Go to K to Z window coverings, KTOZblinds.com, KTOZblinds.com. You want window coverings that wow? You want K to Z. Brandon Barton's been at this thing for a long time now, man. His grandma started back in the day just making drapes for some of her affluent friends, and next thing you know, Brandon's like, you know what, we can take this thing, we can do this full time, take it to the next level, and he's built it over the decade and a half through sweat equity, hard work, and satisfied customers. And so he brings a wealth of experience and information to bear that you can't even fully appreciate until you have him out for that free professional estimate, because he's going to figure out exactly how your home interacts with sun and then maximize from both an aesthetic and functional standpoint what your window coverings can bring to you and your home. KTZBlinds.com.
We fully encourage them. Have them out to your house. I mean, they're going to learn your space. They're going to know your space. They're going to get you set up inside, outside. Does not matter. K2ZBlinds.com.
In times of need, get a full list of phone numbers, websites, and other important emergency information on the Demco Stormwatch page at 1045ESPN.com.
Join me for a Wednesday edition of the Hunt Palmer Show. It's a What If Wednesday, and we'll talk baseball with Cokie Riley. Hunt Palmer Show, 1 to 3 weekdays, 104.5 ESPN, Baton Rouge.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, and 1130 The Tiger.
And y'all, welcome back. OTB. All right. Put this firmly in the rumor department. I am not saying that this is for sure going to happen. But there is a lot of smoke on the streets that Bear Alexander, the big former Georgia Bulldog defensive tackle, last year the USC interior defensive tackle, is entering the transfer portal once again. This started coming out of some USC, I don't know if I call them fan accounts, like, Twitter accounts that are, and reporters that are just, I don't like. It didn't seem to me like they work for any official publications, but that's what they do, is report on USC news, and everybody's hearing that he is leaving. Now, what is shocking about this are a couple of things. First off, what this means now, Jake, Bear Alexander will have played at 7 different schools in 7 years if he transfers.
Yeah, going back to high school.
Every year since his freshman year of high school, he has left and gone somewhere else. So this is this is par for the course with Bear. And if you think it feels unrealistic that he would transfer once again, well, I would say that his actions speak differently than that. So the reason why this matters is because although Bear Alexander is not as good or maybe doesn't have the numbers that are going to knock your socks off and probably will probably get more money than you would think he should based on said numbers, he becomes very valuable to teams that are desperate for defensive tackle help. And obviously, there's probably no major school more desperate than that of LSU right now. And I want to be clear, I don't think LSU is like a leader in the clubhouse or anything. A lot of the reports and rumors seem to be that he maybe wants to return to Texas to reunite with old teammates. But, I mean, having Bo Davis now, I think puts you in the mix for any major D lineman. The desperation that you currently have would mean that you're probably going to try to put together a very nice incentive package for him monetarily, although I'm sure he was already getting paid pretty well from USC if his apartment was any indication. I mean,
I remember that now.
Overlooking the LA skyline, my guy lived in like a straight penthouse. But yeah, okay, so here's the deal. I tweeted out yesterday, a bit tongue-in-cheek, look, LSU boosters, get ready to overpay this man immediately, because that's probably what it would take to get here. But even if he's not the best or like All-American or anything, what he represents to your team in terms of depth and frontline starting power could be worth overpaying what his raw stats are.
You would be. You'd be overpaying because this is such a position of need. You'd almost feel like you had to because you need the bodies. And look, I know you have other players coming in from other schools that are visiting that are going to be in the portal, already in the portal, that have the ability to come to LSU. And you're certainly going to add more defensive tackles, more defensive linemen to your roster. You're also probably going to add, a couple of other positions. And you're going to be aggressive. Now, how aggressive do you get with Bear Alexander? Because, you got to be smart as well. If you're going to throw all these funds at one player, you got to make sure that he can play over what you currently have and what you think you have coming in as well. Because, look, they got a really good idea of who's in the portal right now and who they have a chance at getting. When you go over there, you know that there's going to be other people that they add to this roster. And
so I'll ask you, do you think he's better than anything you have right now?
Well, that's what I was getting to. Last year against the best teams that they played, he struggled. USC I'm talking about. Against Oregon, he graded out 47%. Against Utah, 49%. Against Washington, 64%. Now, the only game that he had against what I consider a good team that was good for him was Notre Dame. He was 75.3%. And so that, to me, those numbers, those grades, and kind of going along with his stats, he's a guy. Not a dude, he's a guy. But the thing is, for LSU, they just need guys because they don't have enough guys. So, you have to be aggressive, but to what point? How aggressive would you be with Bear Alexander? And look, this is, honestly, you might not like it. It's pretty smart by Bear Alexander if he's going to. He did the same thing, I believe, at the same time a year ago, and we saw what he got because of it. Bear Alexander at Georgia 2 years ago didn't have this great season. He had a good national championship game in which every single Bulldog
He
had.
was buried on a very good defensive line depth chart, but then what he came up with, a sack and a half in the Natty?
Yeah.
Wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah,
and
that
so
kind of ruined his legend.
That got him paid. And he goes to USC. He has a good year. I'm not saying he was awful by any means, but against the best competition.
He's one of the only members that flashed on that defense, though. And granted, it was an awful defense, but he may not have graded out very well, but when you watch USC's defense, he was one of the only players that kind of at least looked the part a bit.
He might look the part. I think he's serviceable. I think he would help you at LSU, but I'm just saying I would be aggressive, but not to a point where I'm giving him true all SEC, all Big 12, all ACC defensive tackle money through NIL.
I'm probably a bit higher on his potential than you.
You've been, we argued the same thing last year.
I think that combining him with Bo Davis and this defensive staff would be very exciting. I don't know. Maybe this is unfair to Jacoby and Guillory. It feels like he has a higher ceiling than Guillory. Maybe he does not. Guillory has been one of these standouts of spring. You're going to be the guy they're going to rely on the most. I do think he's an immediate starter if you sign him. True or false? Who would start over him? You got Kimo Macaniole taking first-team reps.
Right.
And I know you got Baez coming in from Wisconsin. And today you're hosting Indiana defensive lineman Philip Blitty, who's actually another big name coming out of the portal. Didn't have the numbers that Bear did, but did start 11 games for Indiana last year. He had 4 tiffles. Again, kind of like a guy type of deal. 6'3", 300, though. Good size there. Blitty just visited Washington. He's going to visit Arizona. He's going to visit Oklahoma. Apparently, Texas A&M and Auburn are currently trying to land visits as well. He's in LSU today. Apparently, Blitty is very intrigued by Bo Davis and what he can do for his development. He says he wants to compete for championships. He thinks LSU is a school that can do that. So even bringing in Baez and Blitty, though, let's say you land both those guys, I still think Bear Alexander, Jacoby, and Gilly would immediately be your starters in a world where Kimo Macaniole is taking first-team reps.
No, I understand what you're saying, but I guess my whole point is you just have to make sure, is Bear Alexander, if you give him this huge NIL deal, right, is he better than, let's say, 2 players? Like you're getting one from Wisconsin, one from Indiana. You just have to be smart, I think, because you're still going to have needs. And, look, I don't know what the fund looks like. I don't know how much you're going to be able to spend. But you overpay to some extent because of your need. You just need bodies at that position.
Yeah.
But you also have to be smart, because then you start to get into a situation where, man, God, we're counting on this guy. We gave this NIL situation, and maybe he's not the player you thought he was.
Yeah, I look at USC's defense and Alex Grinch, and I see a similar thing to what we saw at Matt House and LSU last year, where I think he took talented guys like a Mekhi Wingo and actively made them worse. I think Bear probably suffered from some of the same. I'd be very intrigued by him teamed up with Bo Davis. And then again, I think Jacoby and Guillory and Bear Alexander starting next to each other, that's a legit starting SEC interior defensive line, especially then if you got like a Blitty rotating in, and who knows, maybe Chemo's like, and to be fair to Chemo, like he could end up being better than I'm giving him credit for, right? Maybe he's really taken that defensive line, although I haven't really seen it before, and maybe he's ready to have an impact. I'm still a bit disappointed that Jalen Lee hasn't been more of a factor in a lot of these conversations. But yeah, I mean, it's tough to know. Like, I wish this was like the NFL and we had more access to numbers so we could put a number on it. But yeah, I would go. I don't think you're going to get him. I think this probably has Texas written all over it. But I would be going very hard to try to get Bear. Probably the biggest takeaway, though, is player leverage. Because here you have a guy that is going to get paid a lot, and he's really getting paid off of potential more than anything else. But when you have a market that is far larger than the NFL market, with far more teams with bigger needs, well, you end up having more leverage because, as Jalen Rose says, you are worth whatever somebody is willing to give you. I'll be very intrigued to see what LSU is willing to give him.
I know Georgia fans also yesterday, I saw your post that you had, and some of the comments were, I'd stay away. This guy's been 7 places in 7 years, like all those things. And I'm sitting there thinking, LSU doesn't care.
Yeah, beggars can't be choosers.
Well, no. I mean, if he played 1 year here, LSU would be fine with that. LSU's got dudes that they signed in this recruiting class. I mean, they got 5 stars at that position.
Yeah.
And they're going to continue to add at that position. And being, able to have Bo Davis here and you recruit to that, and with that, like it's not a situation that's going to be bad down the road. It's just bad right now. So if it is only 1 year, like I know Georgia fans again were like, stay away from this guy. If he gives you 1 year, that's what you want for LSU.
And this ain't no salary cap. It's not like he's going to be taking up resources that you can't use later on down the road, especially if it's a 1 year deal. The question is, I think they're probably pretty much maxed out in their NIL money already, right? You've already done the planning.
Like that's kind of what I was saying is,
and so,
do you want to push all your chips to the middle of the table for one player? Or do you think 2 players, maybe not as good, will do you better because you just don't have the numbers?
Well, I feel like you've probably already accounted for the money. You already got Baez from Wisconsin. You probably already counted the money for Blitty. So I think this is just like your hat back in your hand. Say, partner, got any more left in the coffers you can maybe toss my way? Look at this cat. We got to have him. We got to have him. I mean, You know what? We have to go to break. We're sorry. We've gone long. We can wrap this up when we get back on the other side.
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Community Steel Company, CommunitySteelCo.com, CommunitySteelCo.com. You go to Community Steel Company today, and look, man, whatever you need. If you need steel buildings, purlin, tubing, trim, sheet metal, roofing, steel accessories, it's all manufactured right there in Gonzales, Louisiana. They buy it straight from the wholesaler. They make it on site, meaning you get an incredible deal. You get the best prices. Middleman is cut out, And there's customer service there with a live and local sales team. The fact that you can go form relationships to better serve your personal or business needs. There's a reason why they're changing the game. Community Steel Company, CommunitySteelCo.com.
We always encourage you to go see them in Gonzales, Louisiana, and we always tell you they're open right now. They've been open for 38 minutes, so they're ready and waiting on you. You can also pick up the phone and give them a call at 225-647-2020, CommunitySteelCo.com.
Our listeners fire off their opinions on the jimsfirearms.net hotline at 499-1045. Keep listening for your next chance to shoot us your thoughts with the jimsfirearms.net hotline on 1045 ESPN Baton Rouge.
For those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected. Supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Electricity is all around us, and our families depend on it. Every day is sparked by the power of a cold drink or a warm meal, a movie night, and a comforting light at the end of a dark hallway. From sunrise to sunset, playtime to bedtime, our team is ready to take care of your electrical needs, even in the case of an after-hours emergency. The light in your life shines brighter with Mr. Electric.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona. For years, you've heard me tell you about Insurance Network of Louisiana, helping you find better coverage for less money. But it's not just for your home and auto. They also offer commercial property. So, retail stores, professional offices like doctors, dentists, attorneys, clothing boutiques. Insurance Network of Louisiana can find you better coverage for less money. They service the entire state of Louisiana, and they're local. So call today at 293-0450 or lainsurance.net.
The best.
Matt Moscona inviting you to join us for Wednesday's Hump Day AFR, presented by Pluckers. We're recapping baseball at the box with the Tigers and McNeese, and a big one for the Pels up in Portland. Join us 3 to 6, 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, and 1130 The Tiger.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back. Let's check in with our guy Josh Eaches, WBRZ meteorologist, real quick, as we got some inclement weather on the docket today. Of course, school canceled in the area. Dr. Josh, what's up, man? We need your help here. Give us a quick primer on when, what we need to be on the lookout for today, and how to best protect ourselves.
T-Bob Hester, thanks for having me on. Yeah, it's going to be a rough next 60 to 90 minutes here in the capital area. We've already seen a couple of storms out there, a few heavier showers. We just recently finished covering a tornado warning over in West Baton Rouge Parish. No damage reported there yet, but we have a really strong line of thunderstorms pushing toward Lafayette right now, and this essentially stretches from the coast all the way into central Louisiana. No signs of it falling apart. So it will race through the capital area here within the next 60 to 90 minutes. And I think we need to be prepared for not only the possibility of additional tornado warnings, meaning that there could be a tornado within there, but also a pretty wide swath of really strong winds. And we're talking on the order of 60 miles per hour,
wow.
Maybe some cases where the winds gust over 70 miles per hour. So be ready for that. I think the idea is just to make sure you have access to a sturdy shelter within the next 2 to 3 hours here, somewhere a strong building can be inside. If travel was on the docket for today, maybe moving along I-10 between New Orleans and Baton Rouge, or Baton Rouge and Lafayette, if you can delay that or be really mindful of the weather so you have somewhere safe to be when that line comes through, that'll be a key.
Yeah, and that's why you have to, Josh, cancel school and not a lot of people working because of the timing of this, right?
Yeah, it's such a hot button issue around here, canceling for severe weather. But I think what a lot of the schools aim to do is not have buses on the roads when we have these strong storms coming through. So it's very easy to criticize, but putting yourself in an administrator's shoes, they're kind of got their hands tied in a situation like this.
Well, it's like, we were talking about it, Josh, but whenever somebody complains, like, oh, my God, are you canceling? And nothing happened. It's like, okay, well, that's good, right? I mean, what's the flip side there that you end up with everybody, like remember in Atlanta a few years ago, everybody ends up frozen on the interstate? And people are just dying because they're straight up just stuck and stranded, and it's negative degrees. So, here's to hoping no tornadoes, obviously, no major damage, and everybody makes it through this all right.
Yeah, absolutely. It's easy to, sit in your own house and say nothing happened here, but right down the road somebody might have taken on some damage. And remember, not everybody's going to see severe weather today. It's just going to be a few point locations, but those that do are going to know all about it.
And so you said the next 60 to 90 minutes, is that it for the day? Like, how long do we need to be on alert throughout the day?
A great question. Yeah, once that line gets here within the next 60 to 90 minutes, that is kind of the main burst of severe weather today. We'll likely hold on to some showers, thunderstorms through about lunchtime, but I fully expect mostly dry and safe conditions for the commute home from work and school later on today, so those that are still in. So 3, 4 o'clock, we're in the clear, and it might even be a little sooner than that for areas closer to the Mississippi River.
Thank you so much, Josh. We will be talking to you again soon to settle the Punxsutawney Phil debate, as I have the equivalent of climate deniers here in the studio. They refuse to enjoy this incredible spring that we've been having thanks to Phil.
It's been a great winter.
Josh Eaches, WBRZ Chief Meteorologist. Thank you so much, Josh.
Talk to y'all soon. Take care.
Yes, sir. Take it easy. Okay, so
but you can't be calling us names like that in front of other people.
What, climate deniers? I mean, you're a proud science denier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, and we all know that Punxsutawney Phil is science.
Well, what if tomorrow he comes on and the science shows that Phil was wrong?
Well, he's an idiot. Look, I don't know what to tell you. Dude.
I've been pretty neutral in this whole argument. Unfortunately for all of us, I got a hunch he's going to side with T-Bob.
Really?
I do. Yeah.
Look at that.
I think he is.
And he is a PhD.
Again, I don't know a damn thing about any of this. I just got a feeling.
I might have to change my name to PhD Bob tomorrow. Y'all start calling me Dr. Bob.
D-bag, yeah. Yeah, here.
That does roll off the tongue as well. Dr. Bob. That's got a good sound to it.
No. Dr. Bob feels like the guy in a movie that is just up to no good.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's the doctor that's doing all the shady stuff.
Emil, are we still debating sunscreen and drinking water on OTB? Jake's sunscreen take is without a doubt one of the more shocking that I've ever heard.
I asked a question. That's all I did, and nobody gave me an answer.
What was the question?
Okay, well, hold on. You want to do it on the other side of the break?
Okay.
Little tease, tease. Here, Jay, and it's a great way to say it, flestering, as we debate the merits of sunscreen next here on OTB.
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
GEAUX Tommy's. Go Tommy's. It's GEAUXTommy's.com. And it gets you Tommy's windows, doors, and siding. You need hardy plank or vinyl siding. You need wood or vinyl windows. You need any type of door. You need to get with Tommy's, okay?
Tommy.
Here are 5 great reasons to choose Tommy's windows, doors, and siding. Fully licensed and insured. Over 20 years of experience. They work not just in Baton Rouge, but throughout Louisiana. They win the Super Service Award on Angie's every year since 2016, and you get a free estimate. How about that?
Also, I just want to brag on Tommy for a little bit.
I agree.
He came out to the house, and he was checking out one of our doors and windows, and there were some other things like around the house. I was talking to him about it. He's like, oh, man, I've been in this game a long time. Like, I've got a guy for that. I mean, he is trusted in this community. He's trusted around this Baton Rouge area. You'll trust him as well. Do great work for you. Go Tommys.com.
In times of need, get a full list of phone numbers, websites, and other important emergency information on the Demco Stormwatch page at 1045ESPN.com.
Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is taking $22,500 off the new 23 Ram 1500 SCA truck. We're open for business in our beautiful new showroom and taking $22,500 off the new Ram 1500 truck. All new Bayou vehicles come with a 1 million mile warranty. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Yo, Jake here from my friends over at Community Steel Company located in Gonzales, Louisiana. The local place you can turn to for all of your metal building needs. Notice I said local, not Houston, not Dallas, not Atlanta, but right here in Gonzales. Visit them at their brand new state-of-the-art website at communitysteelco.com or pick up the phone and give them a call today to answer all of your questions on your metal buildings, roofing and sheet metal, and any other steel needs you or your business need at 225-647-2020.
Power up your next project with John Deere Deals by Sunshine. Whether you're working hard or playing hard, our knowledgeable team will help you find the right product for you. Ask us about our amazing tractor package promotions. Learn more about what it means to be powered by Sunshine at sunequip.com.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
The best.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, and 1130 The Tiger.
Chad and y'all, welcome back, OTB. We were just talking fake tans. I was like, I'm kind of torn with getting in the fake tan game, maybe. Because, first off, a suntan never lasts for me. I get burned, I have one day of color, and then I'm back to being a super pale boy, right? And honestly, the sun's probably not that good for you, right? All the UV rays and whatnot, skin cancer. Y'all are giving me some good fake tan tips here. But it does dovetail nicely with our discussion on sunscreen. So, Jake, what is your question regarding sunscreen?
Yeah, it's not like me throwing out a bold statement. I'm just asking the question. The sun is one of the most powerful things out there, correct? Yeah. Yes? Everybody agree to that? Okay.
Yeah.
So we have...
And
okay, yeah, okay. We have...
It's conscious.
Yeah, we have a spray, like an aerosol that...
Coming back to that in a second. What?
That we're going to put on our body, or even like a lotion that we put on our skin, our body, that blocks the most powerful thing there is.
So
hold on. And so I've just asked the question, like, that going on your skin, you're absorbing that, like, do we really know what that's doing to your body? That's my question, because if it can block the sun, what is really in this and what's it doing to your body?
So to be fair, I do think that there has been a lot of evolution in the sunscreen game where they've gotten away from some of the chemicals they were using
and into more natural ingredients, because I think they were finding maybe some information that some of those chemicals weren't great for you. The only thing I really push back against is the logic that seems on the surface to make sense, like, because the sun's so powerful. If I'm putting this thing on that can block the sun, well, how powerful is it? When, like, couldn't that just be a simple scientific reaction, right? You just know the compound or whatever that reflects UV rays so that you don't get burned?
T-Bob.
Like, that doesn't need to be uber powerful to me.
I'm about to put something on the screen. Guess what that is?
Skin cancer?
That is my shoulder after a sunburn back in 2021. Good. So I was with Jake.
Had an egg?
So that's actually one shoulder. Both shoulders looked like that for about a week.
That's disgusting.
I still have like a bunch of like freckles and like big spots on my shoulder because of that.
What are you, a child? Put sunscreen on.
Well, so I had it on. We went back to our room. I was on a trip with buddies. They're like, hey, you want to walk the beach? So I'm outside for like 30 minutes, forgot to reapply. And I mean, it was awful.
Yeah. So no, it's like, you know, look, I think, okay, if you paint something black, all of a sudden, that means that the thing you painted black is absorbing all the different rays of the spectrum, right? Like all the different, that's how black is made as a color. All the different rays of this, or all the different spectrums of light and whatnot. So I feel like interaction with light doesn't necessarily have to relate to power. Even though, to be fair, like I said, like now people use like mineral-based sunscreen or whatever, as opposed to some of the more chemical sunscreens of the past. Thankfully for us, we'll have our resident scientist and national championship quarterback winner, Matt Flynn, coming in next for an hour of some flestering. Keep it locked right here on OTB.
Off the bench with Hester and T-Bob.
What does that say?
Emergency alert from the National Weather Service. Destructive winds coming your way in this area until 8:45. Destructive.
I thought it would have been so crazy if it was something about the sun. If it was like emergency alert, the sun will kill you. Rejuve Medical will not kill you. Rejuve Medical, restore me, refuel me, rejuve me. You need a plan that's going to make you feel younger, but still maintain the wisdom of age, so you don't do what Taylor did on that spring break and give yourself melanoma. Well, look, at Rejuve Me, we can do that. Whether it's andropause, menopause, facial aging, mood, memory problems, insomnia, weight gain, not seeing the returns you used to from workouts. These are all the untreated effective agents. You can treat them at Rejuve Me. You get a free professional estimate, your labs drawn, and then your body is the guide to them customize a plan for you. Metairie, Slidell, Shreveport, now Monroe and Baton Rouge as well. Rejuve Me Medical.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
The Windsor Senior Living Community in Mandeville, Louisiana is a beautiful, vibrant apartment community geared toward seniors. They are nestled right in the heart of Mandeville, where seniors live a more carefree lifestyle in spacious apartments with the peace of mind that comes from having a little extra help. Call the Windsor at 985-624-8040 to schedule a lunch and tour. Come see how the Windsor can be your passport to peace of mind.
Jerry and Benny Payne began Central Plumbing Company out of their driveway in Tanglewood subdivision. 50 years later and 4 generations down the road, we continue to serve Baton Rouge and the surrounding areas for all of their plumbing needs. Residential, commercial, industrial, or hospitality, Central Plumbing is here 24/7, 365.
We want to thank our customers, family, and friends for 50 years of success.
And looking forward to 50 more.
Dylan Cruz here to tell you about Six Rings Baseball and Softball Camp. If you live on the North Shore and play ball, go to Six Rings Camps with former LSU assistant coach Dan Canaveri. His knowledge is second to none, and your child will improve and have fun doing it. Camps were held at Coquille Park and Six Rings Academy in Covington with 4 sessions over the summer. Full day and morning only sessions are available from ages 7 to 13. Go to sixringsbaseball.com or call 985-206-9096. Learn the game to love the game.
BRAC teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. a family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. Brack, your #1 park system in the nation.
Electricity is all around us, and our families depend on it. Every day is sparked by the power of a cold drink or a warm meal, a movie night, and a comforting light at the end of a dark hallway. From sunrise to sunset, playtime to bedtime, our team is ready to take care of your electrical needs. Even in the case of an after-hours emergency, the light in your life shines brighter with Mr. Electric.
At Relief Windows, we're more than windows. We're windows, doors, party plank, and vinyl siding. But our #1 product is always customer satisfaction. Visit us online at reliefwindows.com.
Good morning. It's 8 a.m. here on Wednesday, April 10th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect scattered thunderstorms with a high of 77. In hour 2 of today's show, Matt Flynn stops by the studio for a full hour of flestering. You can follow us on Instagram or Twitter at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 104.5 ESPN channel. Hour number 2 of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studios, starts now.
From slinging tutties to slinging my high.
If I go in my backyard and make a 2-foot mound with my bare hand.
It's our weekly chat with former LSU and NFL quarterback Matt Flynn.
That dirt is old.
This is Flestering.
It is an old hill.
On Off the Bench.
Jake, if we want to do the research, I have a February 15, 2021 article from Harvard Health Publishing. Misinformation about sunscreen is common. Don't let mist deter you from using it to protect your skin.
I've always been more of a Princeton guy myself.
Why is that?
Better football helmets. You got the winged helmet. Looks
yeah,
great.
but they're not even a part of the game, right?
They are the Tigers as well.
Yep, they are.
Oh, okay.
Cool colors,
So,
Halloween
good.
colors.
A good parry there, a good riposte there, Taylor Sharp.
I've been trying to, speak it into existence for a long time. My oldest son's 14. I've been telling him he's going to play football for Princeton for about 12 years now. So I'm just trying to get it out there into the ether.
Ooh, Bo. Yeah. They don't give scholarships. I mean, you sure you want that? You got 2 dogs now, 5 kids. You sure you want to be paying for that Princeton education, bro?
You can get academic scholarships. To Princeton?
Can you get full ride academics? That seems very well.
Yeah, you can.
I guess, yeah. I don't know Jack's situation. Maybe he's like super smart.
Yes.
I imagine it is very competitive to try to get a full ride Ackie.
But if you got the
Princeton.
academics and you can rush the passer,
That's true. They will put their thumb on the scale for you.
I don't know.
I've seen them do that in the past. I've seen them use that as ways to get some financials. Just had a buddy who was kind of like that. He was just a complete badass, but a bit undersized linebacker, and he was very, very intelligent as well. And yeah, I think he got like a partial to Harvard.
Andrew Hatch did it.
Hatch is
right?
Yeah, but Hatch was Mormon, and I feel like every Mormon just has unlimited funds from which to pull. When I was at that White Lotus
when he went Mormon, I did not know which way he was going to take Mormon.
Yeah.
But I didn't have deep pockets being in the way.
Every single one.
Churches are tax exempt, correct?
I am not getting into
the
this.
money that pours out of the BYU campus. Isn't that crazy building over there, the Mormon spot here, or is that the Scientology one here in Baton Rouge, the one with the golden statue?
I don't know.
Of a Highland. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I have no idea.
Nobody knows what I'm talking about.
Nope.
The insane domed building. You know what I'm talking about. Is that Mormon or Scientology?
The one on Highland?
Yes.
I think that's
It's the Church of Latter-day Saints.
It's not, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not Scientology.
Looks pretty freaking rich to me, dude.
They are one of the wealthier religions.
I mean, I'm at this White Lotus resort in Mexico, and there's just the happiest, go luckiest, massive Mormon family running around. Just everywhere you see. And look, I got to be fair. Every Mormon person I've ever met has been the most sincerely kind person I've ever met, but to the point where it almost becomes a bit distrustworthy.
No. It's a bit sarcastic at some point.
Well,
that's what I always said about people.
But that's what freaks me out. I don't actually sense any sarcasm. All I sense is a sincere and very genuine kindness.
Maybe not sarcasm, but that's what I always thought about people from Wisconsin when I was living there. It's like they're so nice. I'm like, are you messing with me right now?
Exactly. Yes, exactly. So kind that I can't trust you because how could anyone be this kind? I mean, Hatch was awesome. I don't have a single negative thing to say about the guy.
I don't know that I heard him say a single word.
He was a bit quiet.
Who is the single nicest coach you've ever had in your life?
Probably Gary Croden.
Gary Croden.
Yeah.
True. Although I don't think he liked me very much.
Look, that's right there on the Highland, Jake, with that golden statue on the top.
Yeah. Also, I looked it up. It is the Mormon Church.
Yeah. Okay.
Where is that? I have no idea where that is.
Unlimited pockets, guys. It's right.
Yeah, Highland's a very long road.
Highland's a what?
Very long road. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that either.
Actually cross that all the time. And
no, it's there.
See?
I believe you. You live
hiding right under your nose, dude. You know? Flestering, welcome in. We got national quarterback champion.
National
quarterback champion.
Yep, national quarterback champion. Never lose that title.
Matt Flynn. What's up, Matt? Long time no see, man. How's life been? All good?
It's good. Hey, it's good to get the invite back. Thank you.
Yeah, it's not an open invite.
I appreciate it. Wow. So
no, I told
was
you
it
couldn't
2
come
weeks
last
ago, or 2 or 3 weeks ago? It was like that. It was my bad. Like scheduling conflict, scheduling error. Yeah. I told T-Bob that was my New Year's resolution was to not miss.
You've been doing better.
Not really. No.
I didn't
we've
want
been
any,
a month off. This is the first time we've done a month.
I didn't want any. The New Year's resolution was no unexcused absences. And a couple
that's fair.
Weeks ago.
Yeah, that's fair.
Last week I was on a little trip.
How'd the boys' trip go?
No, it wasn't a boys' trip. This was a family trip.
Never mind.
You know, if you go on vacation with your family and kids, it's a trip, not a vacation.
I see what you're saying, but I mean,
vacation. Well, you come home to rest, right?
I do. I do feel you in that. Rarely do you come home feeling rested. But I don't know that I've honestly ever taken a vacation that I come back and feel rested. And I think it's mainly maybe pre-kids a couple times, but I feel like it's mainly because whenever I plan a vacation, I want to maximize the time I'm gone. And so I'm always getting back at like midnight the night before I return to work, and I never give myself that buffer day. Yep. And so, no, I don't feel. The only way you maybe feel rested is if you just stay at home.
Well, you go to Disney where you're walking like 28,000 steps.
Oh, bro.
So that's not like.
I feel recharged after Disney. I mean, don't get it twisted. That is
spiritually.
That is my spiritual, mental reset. I cannot wait to run away from all of you once again the bye week this year when I'm going for Halloween. Let's freaking go, dude. I can't
I'm leaving
freaking wait.
That week.
Good. Taylor.
Going to Disney.
Get your bye week takes ready.
Yeah.
Little football season, Taylor. You excited, dude? That's the big stage, brother.
He will love that.
I mean,
by yourself.
Batter up.
Wow. That ain't no Easter week right there, Bo. Try not to ruin the show while we're gone.
No, dude, there's plenty of content that week.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's the easiest shows you'll do in your life.
Why does Flynn always look like he's on first 48 snitching on somebody? Can we get my guy a light?
It's just how the
because
lights are
all
angled
of
in here.
these are aimed to point at those two spots.
How's you
think about it. If
creamy
you look
thighs.
up, there's a light directly above you, like shining straight down. There's not one here.
I don't love that. I'm just wondering. I mean, he looks like he's snitching on somebody. I know. Yeah, let's get a light. What are we doing?
Every week for like 6 years now.
Yeah. Well, for a long time you sat here because it was just you and I.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Flynn Masters Week, dude. We pumped.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, you gonna watch a little par 3 today?
I've been watching Masters on the Range all week.
Okay.
Yeah, is today the par 3? Yeah, that sounds right.
I do love how like whenever it's in the air, you just like I texted my wife this morning. I was like, "Hey, you want to go like Top Golf tomorrow or something? Maybe get some babysitters. Just feeling, just gonna swing.
Yeah, there's so many.
Stroke some balls.
It's half off Monday through Wednesday.
Really?
Yeah. Top Golf. These are things you know when you have 5 children.
Is today Wednesday?
Yeah, every Wednesday is when we have flestering. Most Wednesdays.
Shut it. No, I'm excited. There's something about the Masters that's a little bit different from all the other tournaments. Maybe because it's like the first major, probably a little bit more history to it.
Je ne sais quoi. Beautiful course.
And it's beautiful course that I can only dream of playing.
Green jacket.
I don't even like golf, and like I'll hustle a little bit of it. Like I'll turn it on for sure.
How about so you know who loves golf is my other coach. We were just talking about Aaron Murray, and he had tickets. Was going to get to go Friday and Saturday, or maybe just Saturday, and now he has to work Georgia's spring game.
Oh, gross. Vomit.
Can you imagine anything more depressing than having to skip out? And like as a major golf fan, having to skip out on Augusta to work an SEC spring game.
I don't know if
puke in my mouth.
So I don't know if he gets a chance to do this with y'all on Snaps because y'all are actually on camera. But when Aaron and I did shows together on the SEC channel, we were just on radio and serious. Like we weren't on camera. This man would have like his chair set up and he had headphones on with a microphone so he didn't have to like talk into a mic. He would be working on his golf swing the entire show. I mean, the entire show, like he's going like and putting his back on the chair and doing some drill. Now he was still doing the show and it was fine, but he never stopped like working on his swing. So that kind of golf
I've heard that
fan.
Aaron can be a little checked out during some of the radio shows, but we are on camera, so no, that does not. That does not happen. I get his full 100%.
It is like he cares about his golf swing. So to your point, yes, that is devastating for him.
I got to say, dude, this John Rahm Masters Club dinner looks pretty fantastic. Normally, we can kind of break
Spanish flair, doesn't it?
That's what I was going to say. Normally, we can break the menus down and kind of know what we're getting into. I don't really know what any of this stuff is.
If we only had someone who probably knew.
Yeah, if only we had someone who spoke Spanish on the show. Alondra, can you take a glance at?
Yeah, I can look it up.
This, well, no, it's on the document.
Oh, it's on the doc. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Jesus Christ, Alondra, get it together. But yeah, look it up at and obviously this is going to be, I'm guessing more Spanish food, not Mexican. So, I don't know how much recognition you're going to have here, but I'll tell you what, creamy chicken fritters and confit potatoes sounds pretty great to me. Mama Rahm's classic lentil stew. Okay. Isabella cheese. I don't know what that is. Black truffle. I'll say this. I don't actually like truffle that much. We talked about this with Chef the other day. It's too overpowering. Maybe the slightest hint of truffle works and goes a long way, but I think truffle fries are actual overpriced garbage.
Hot take.
I just better be glad I didn't win the Masters or they'd be having Piccadilly hamburger steak.
You would have your menu would be like just one step below Patrick Reed. It's basically what Patrick Reed had, was just like a Ruth Chris. It was like mac and cheese and potatoes au gratin and just a big old steak, man. Which, when executed to the top, an incredible meal.
Yeah, I was about to say, like,
did Ruth Chris just take a straight?
I mean, big time, right?
I'm saying.
Didn't know you had to have your pinky in the air when you were choosing the menu here.
I think you should. I think I would put my thumb on the scale for maybe a little flair, if you will. Then again, I also was asked yesterday what my death row meal would be, and I answered sesame seed chicken, fried rice with a side of fried chicken and a bowl of gumbo. So that's kind of just an absolute garbage.
Yeah, live your truth. Know thyself. Like, it's okay.
Those are all tasty things.
Yeah, great.
Very
foods.
tasty.
You don't have to have truffle fries.
Last meal, I'm like, you got any Panda Express?
I feel like he's just not liking truffle fries just to be different.
No,
like,
you know what? Do you want to know what it honestly is? I ate him and just puked everywhere one time, and then I hate it.
Now that I can get behind because chicken pot pie for your boy here.
What? Chicken pot pie is incredible.
It is. I had yes. Up until that point, there's a reason I wore husky jeans.
Damn.
But one night, you look like The Exorcist and can't do it anymore.
Yeah, I couldn't drink IPAs for a while after my bachelor party. We went to a charity event at Sweetwater Brewery, and I drank unlimited IPAs, and put me in a weird spot for a very, very long time.
I don't know why one drinks IPAs to begin with.
It was well, actually, no. I mean, now I've come back around. They're delicious. Like if you don't want to drink, are you kidding me?
I'm out.
Are you kidding me? You drink a Ghost in the Machine, you're going to tell me that's not freaking delicious? You're insane.
Why don't you roll up your jeans?
Come on. We are not at the point where IPAs are a hipster. What are you talking about here, dude?
I don't know.
Wait, you don't think IPAs are hipster?
I don't think
I think they've been hipster since their inception.
I think they were in like
India Pale Ales?
I think they were in like 2012.
I'm gonna go look out the window real quick.
What are y'all talking about? Are you high right now?
I would definitely consider them the most hipster beer there is out there.
Yeah.
No, okay, see that. Okay, y'all are dumb. Obviously, if you want to go with the most hipster modern beer, it's like
dumb.
It's like a sour. Everybody's into these sours, and I'm not into them. I don't like them that much. Maybe I have like a couple that I've ever liked. IPAs are run of the mill now. There's 7 million of them. It can't be hipster when it's gone that mainstream. What are y'all talking about?
Bro, roll up your jeans. Bro.
Okay, let me back up.
I don't even own a pair of jeans. Not a single pair. Okay? I'm the freaking lone podcaster without a Blue Delta sponsorship. Give me some custom jeans.
No rain yet, but it's getting a little windy, and it's very dark outside.
Don't even do boner pills anymore.
Do you have any local Indian Pale Ales?
I really look. You know I love Cold Coors Light. I got a fridge full of it. We made Taylor go grab us some of it during the show on Friday. How about that, Matt? Taylor did a beer run in 8 minutes on Friday, mid-segment.
Damn.
Mid-segment.
Yeah, to the gas station
That's
and back.
legit.
I know.
Chevron right there?
Yeah, the one right there.
Easily the
That's
best
still
thing.
8 minutes is still that's
easily
fast.
the best thing Taylor's ever done.
Oh, I cut off 2 old women in traffic. Didn't even feel bad about it.
No, you got to be aggressive.
You
with
had to
government.
hurry, yeah.
Legit.
Yeah.
Well, old women are probably driving slow. Anyway.
I think you could probably shave 30 seconds to 40 to a minute off this week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't we do it again now? See if we can get it during this.
Get some
commercial break.
IPAs.
Well, if I'd have parked in like
You got any
someone's
locals?
spot that wasn't like mine, I would have been easy.
I mean, you're on the
I'd
right
park around
street to
back.
go get find one.
I just feel like.
Are you dumb?
I just
How many
feel
times
like-
did you get hit in the head?
I think IPAs are just hot garbage.
No, I mean,
And
I'm
I
with
feel
him on this.
Okay,
case.
anybody likes
I know
it and
you
actively
are.
brags
You like
about
Coors
liking
Light and
IPAs.
Jameson only. So like, I don't take your alcohol opinions under anything.
Wow, my opinion doesn't mean anything?
No, not when it comes to alcohol. I respect you living your
Wow.
truth, but no, you don't want to try anything new alcohol wise. The one time I saw you drink another beer, I think it took like the entire table peer pressuring you, and maybe they didn't have Coors Light or something. I can't remember. When we were in Alabama, when we were in Mobile one time at Squid Ink, you ordered like another beer. I can't remember what it was.
I think the lady tried to.
Oh yeah, that lady. Even the server was like guilting you.
That's what I don't like.
Was.
You know, that's now that we're talking. That's what I don't like about it. Like me ordering a Coors Light and oh my god,
yeah, that's bad
just something a little heavier.
That's bad service. To you have to respect your customers' choices. What I'm pushing back
Taste this
against
other beer that tastes like garbage.
I think IPAs.
I was like, did I say
the incredible local Louisiana breweries we have that make so many tasty beers.
They do make tasty ones, but not IPAs. Those are garbage.
No, I agree. I think they taste like grass. Like when you fall down, you get like a big chunk of grass.
Yeah.
You know, like when you're playing. That's what every single IPA tastes the exact same.
It's
to me.
the hops.
If you
It tastes
like,
good.
if you like IPA, you just want to you just want to be able to say you like it.
If you like coffee, do you
So
just want to be able to say you like coffee? What are you talking about here? Like, so that's the exact same thing people say about black coffee.
To steal your line, they are objectively bad.
No, they're not.
They are.
You
It's fact.
played too much football because your brain is mush.
They actually make me
and your
want to
taste
throw
buds
up
are
when I drink
fried.
them. I gag in my mouth a little bit.
Look, somebody in the
Well, I
chat
don't
said
have a gag reflex,
IPA
so I
tastes like
wouldn't know.
light beer after
for
I throw
you.
it up.
Ah, look at
What?
there.
Somebody in the chat said IPA tastes like light beer after I puke it up.
I am flabbergasted and aghast by what I'm hearing right now. And I'm not even like a massive IPA fan, but the fact that y'all are acting like it's still some like cutting edge beer technology that is on the fore that's like new and awful. Like, what are y'all freaking talking about?
The chat's
There's
on our
7
side,
million
too.
of them.
We never said cutting edge. We
Yeah.
just said like
Yeah.
if you really want to like it, so you can
Right.
roll up your jeans and
Yes.
drink it and brag.
William says, I don't like chewing my beer. That's why I don't like IPAs.
Hey,
Put your flannel on and go get you an IPA.
do you also have the app where you mark off all the beers that you drink?
What about my personality do you think would make me do the Untapped app and sit there and catalog my beers? You think I live my life that organized?
There's really an app
that he knows the name of.
That he knows the name of.
Because everybody was into it back in 2012.
Everybody
when IPAs were new.
knows somebody.
And hipsters had corded headphones in and beanies back on their head and rolled up jeans and all this other crap that's like from a decade ago.
T-Bob takes pictures of like IPA cans and sends them to his group chats. Hey, check this one out, guys. Check
to be
this
fair,
out.
the neighborhood dads were into that for a while.
Super hoppy. This one is extra hoppy.
All right, let's go to break. More OTB flustering coming up next.
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, and 1130 The Tiger.
Go to Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. Get Gordon. Get it done today. 225-888-8888. Get Gordon. Get it done. You need somebody who's going to fight for you. Well, look, you deserve and you get an accident. You want to get Gordon. Also, remember, though, follow them on social media at the G Team, where they always got great content coming your way with a lot of your, or excuse me, at Get Gordon. The G Team always has a lot of great content coming your way in terms of sitting down with your favorite athletes. And right now, we have the Gordon Grads giveaway. So we're giving out 12 laptops to 2024 high school graduating seniors across the state. Just visit GordonGrads.com for details on how to enter to win.
And always, you can go to the website, getgordon.com. You can find all the information on what they can do for you in the courtroom, past client results, cases they can handle for you. You can get the consultation set up on the website, getgordon.com. Always on social media at getgordon. And always pick up the phone in Louisiana, your area code, followed by 888-8888.
Our listeners fire off their opinions on the jimsfirearms.net hotline at 499-1045. Keep listening for your next chance to shoot us your thoughts with the jimsfirearms.net hotline on 1045 ESPN Baton Rouge.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona. For years, you've heard me tell you about Insurance Network of Louisiana, helping you find better coverage for less money. But it's not just for your home and auto. They also offer commercial property. So, retail stores, professional offices like doctors, dentists, attorneys, clothing boutiques. Insurance Network of Louisiana can find you better coverage for less money. They service the entire state of Louisiana, and they're local. So call today at 293-0450 or lainsurance.net.
Yo, Jake here from my friends over at Community Steel Company located in Gonzales, Louisiana. The local place you can turn to for all of your metal building needs. Notice I said local, not Houston, not Dallas, not Atlanta, but right here in Gonzales. Visit them at their brand new state-of-the-art website at communitysteelco.com or pick up the phone and give them a call today to answer all of your questions on your metal buildings, roofing and sheet metal, and any other steel needs you or your business need at 225-647-2020.
Power up your next project with John Deere Deals by Sunshine. Whether you're working hard or playing hard, our knowledgeable team will help you find the right product for you. Ask us about our amazing tractor package promotions. Learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected. Supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
At Relief Windows, we're more than windows. We're windows, doors, party plank, and vinyl siding. But our number one product is always customer.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, and 1130 The Tiger.
Welcome back. Tiger Backwoods says, I'll drink a warm hams fence post. Or an IT. What's a warm hams? Are those my thighs?
That sounds good.
I don't know. He said before he drinks an IPA. He's agreeing with you.
I don't know. Okay. It sounds like a name of an idea.
Okay, as if I needed to prove that his brain is mush and doesn't work and he's an idiot.
It sounds like a very hipster thing to name a beer, for sure.
I think you need
to be fair, it sounds like an IPA name. Look,
I think you need to stop picking
warm
on.
hams? Thank you. Thank you, sir. Yeah, actually, warm hams might be a sour. Actually, then again, I don't know if I want ham and sour ever connected with one another.
This is a little too cold. Do you have it more room temperature?
To be fair, the one time I went to England, a lot of their draft beer is served, but it's got the it is somebody with the nitrous. It's like when okay, is that what it is? Mm-hmm. It's like when you get like a nitro cold brew or like a Guinness that's smooth. It actually, the warmness is quite pleasing. It's not like just drinking like a warm domestic light beer.
Yeah.
The nitrous gives it a silky sort of texture, which makes the temperature go down way better. Great for chugging. I mean, you can slurp those things down faster than you can blink.
I can blink faster than that.
Heck?
No, you can't.
That was offensive.
Okay, actually, you can. I just saw it. Congratulations.
Hey, you need to stop picking on mushy brains, okay? Some of us had to live our truths and block 20-30 ISO a lot.
Yeah. Okay. That's you're also being too good at football. I mean, I shouldn't give Matt the rank of mushy brain because he just plays. He never got touched ever.
My brain's pretty clean.
He never gets hit in practice. Didn't have to do anything ever in practice. Just chilling in a off-colored jersey, whether it's high school, college. I mean, did you get hit in high school even?
Yeah, they didn't throw the ball at his high school.
Were you talking game? I ain't talking game. I'm talking practice.
Early on, when I was like a freshman on a scout team, they let me get hit.
Okay, so freshman year of high school was the only time you got hit during practice.
Actually, no. When Saban was here, our first spring training, he thought us quarterbacks were holding on to the ball too long, and he made us live in some scrimmages.
Okay, that's actually I like that. That's
he did
not
that when I got here too. So you're second.
It might have been the second year. I can't remember.
I was like, you're gonna hit these guys? We're alive? What?
Matt, so
that's what I thought.
Both Sam Burns and Scotty Scheffler, to the potential Masters favorites this week, especially Scotty.
Sure.
Both their wives are pregnant, and both their wives are due sometime the next couple of weeks. Now, both golfers vowed, should their wives go into labor, that they will withdraw from the tournament immediately and go be with their wives. I believe it's both of their first children. I think it's definitely Scheffler's first.
Mm-hmm.
What you doing if you're, let's say you got a lead, hole 16, round 3, and you get the text?
This is kind of
Are you finishing out the 18, trying to make a quick hospital visit and come back on Sunday? What are you doing?
So this is tough because you're asking me, who just desperately would always just dream of playing Augusta. So I would just stay and play that golf game. But from their perspective, they play golf tournaments every week.
That's true. But you don't win the Masters every week. I guess Scheffler already has one. But what if you're Burns?
All right, so here's I'll give you an example.
Hole 9 with a Sunday lead.
This happens,
and you get the text.
This happens all the time in other sports.
Yeah, for sure.
So in 2015, I got signed. I was with the Patriots after Tom Brady got suspended for Deflategate. I was with the Patriots, and I got cut. Then I got signed with the Jets in preseason. I think right before week 2 of preseason, I had like a hamstring issue or whatever. But they signed me, rehabbed me, but Lacey was like almost 9 months at that time. And so I talked to her. I was like, hey, look, if I go up to the Jets, chance I'd miss, and this is our first child.
The first one. Ooh.
And so like we both agree, like let's do it. And so I went up there with like these, semi-verbal guarantees that I would make the team for at least 3 weeks.
Yeah, right. Yeah, to get
or 4
another
whatever
year.
it was.
Yeah, no,
so that was like that was the negotiation. So I go, I rehab, I get there, and they don't even want me playing in preseason. But I rehab my hamstring. I get back, and I'm asking them, hey, let me play the 4th game of preseason just because I want to play.
Yeah.
And I go out, and I did well. Did a couple touchdowns. Got off the field. Got cut the next day. Yeah. And, Lacey is, at full term at that point.
Yeah.
But you didn't miss. You made it back?
I didn't miss because I got cut.
Okay. So, your plan was.
The plan was.
I mean, bruh, if we're missing then to accrue an extra year, you gotta miss for a green jacket.
Oh yeah.
No,
that was going to be what I said. Is I think it just depends on who you are and what the circumstance is. So we had Jackson in September. I didn't have to miss anything, although I wasn't there, 2-3 days after he was born because we had a game in Oakland. But for Knox, we had him in December, so at the end of the season. But Norv knew that Katie was going in that day to have Knox, and he's like, "Look, we'll have a practice, whatever. You won't have to stay for film, but at some point in this practice, like when it's go time, like I'll let you go." I'm like, "Okay, cool." So we're practicing. I'm kind of looking over, and he's not saying anything, and then I'm pretty much asking anybody what time it is because I need to be there by 2:00. It's 12:20. We're in team period. And so the first team goes in team period, the last period of practice, the first team goes, and I finish up and I'm just and then he's finally all right, you can go. It's well, I hope so. I'm done. There was nothing else that I could do Coach. That practice. I wasn't going to roll with the twos and I wasn't going to do scout team. And so he's, oh, you can go. I'm like, well, thanks, Norv. And so
thanks for nothing.
I was able to get there, gosh, I think an hour and a half before Knox was born, but I was waiting all practice for him to release me. Now, for me, I couldn't miss. I wasn't in a position, even though I was in whatever year that would have been for us, 12, year 4 or 5 of the NFL. I still wasn't in a position where I felt like I could just say, "Coach, I'm leaving." Because
No.
I play a position here, even though I'm a starter, where I can get cut real easy. I was a team captain on that team and felt like I couldn't leave.
Do you think they void your bet if you bet on Scheffler or Burns and then they have to leave?
No.
Right?
No, they're taking that money.
They're taking that money.
No way.
Oh, 100%.
What?
I mean, it probably depends on when they.
I mean, they voided bets I remember a year or two ago, one game when Kayshawn randomly didn't play, they voided we had put out a public parlay thing and they voided it, and then the parlay actually ended up hitting because they just voided the Kayshawn leg. I think they're pretty friendly with some of these voids.
If you don't start the game, I think they'll void it. But if you start the round and you start the tournament and you leave, I don't know that they'd void it.
I mean, it's just like an injury.
If Scheffler has a 3-stroke lead with 4 holes to go and he has to head out, theyd probably void it. I don't think they'd keep the money.
4 holes to go.
No, I get it.
But Scheffler should be the more likely candidate to back out because he already has a green jacket. He's already won $10 million this year. He's
that's what I was saying
about Max
the interesting one would
he's never won a major,
but also doesn't have a pregnant wife.
Huh?
It was Sam Burns was the other one.
Oh, they said Max.
No, my bad. No, Sam Burns.
Well, so Sam Burns doesn't have a major.
No,
either,
I agree.
So,
that's what I'm saying. So if Sam Burns, let's say Sunday lead, hole 8, and you get the call.
No, you got to finish that round.
You got to finish that round.
Because you know what? For the rest of that child's life, he can come with you on the par 3 round for the rest of his life.
And then you lose it on 18. You finish the round, lose it on 18.
And you still win $3 million.
That's true. That's true. You still get a nice payday.
I don't know. I feel like my wife would tell no, finish. Go. I make sure we had family there with her.
My wife tells me that all the time.
And
that was a good one, though.
Hurry up and finish?
Yeah. Just let him finish.
That is over with.
Can you just go? Come on. Trying to get out of here. I'm bored.
I mean, wouldn't y'all tell y'all to complete the round?
I would. Yeah. I think so. Yes. I think you married a professional golfer. you know what you're getting into.
Yeah, I think my wife would be like, "No, what are you even asking me that question?"
First kid versus other kid makes a difference though as well. Too.
See, it doesn't to me.
I guess me and my wife have already had this conversation before. Like,
yeah, I guess we had
story.
too, kind of. But I don't think it matters first to fifth. I don't personally. I mean, being there for the birth of your child, I don't think it matters which one it is. You do?
Yeah, I do.
You can tell that third one, hey, I was there for the first two, but
well,
you know what?
I mean, no, I'd be like, but you know what? I was playing in the Masters. I'm not saying you skip the third just if you don't have anything going on.
No, I'm saying, but there's no difference.
But as a first one, there's an element of the unknown. You're like,
yeah, I think there is a bit of a difference. Maybe not emotionally. I think I felt the same emotional highs with every birth of the child. But I mean, your anxiety going into the subsequent births is not even close to what it is. Number one. Number one, you're like you're you never done any of this before. Number two, I'll never forget. I'm like, I saw one time Caitlin in the women's during the first pregnancy, same deal, right? Like had something like was having a headache, was freaking out or something. It's like, all right, 1 a.m., let's go into women's. And there was another dad there waiting. His wife had just gone into labor and it was his third. And he was just so like chill, coffee in hand, just like, yeah, man, we're hanging out. And then I did not feel that way my first. And then sure enough, my third just like, okay, it's the day. Let's do it, dude. Right on. Feeling good.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy for us, at least.
Yeah.
For us bros.
Notice, Katie, they said that, not I.
I mean,
there's only so much you can do,
guys.
Right?
I mean, come on. People have been having babies for thousands of years.
Yeah, people didn't wear sunscreen for thousands of years.
How
either.
hard can it be?
Right.
Yeah, generally.
People also lived till they were like 30.
I was going to say, generally people died before melanoma would have become an issue because they got eaten by a saber-toothed tiger. Or they cut their finger on a rock and then they died because it got infected and gangrenous.
They put mud on their skin as opposed to sunscreen.
My dad used to always just rub some dirt on it.
Doctor.
That's where he got it from.
It's like medieval times. Like, man,
to block out the sun.
I'm not feeling good. Oh, we just need to bleed you a little bit. Get some of those bad humors out there. Come here. Let me open up a main artery real quick. You're going to be feeling great. Just getting like more and more pale and lethargic. I guess we got to bleed you more. I don't understand why you're not recovering right now. More OTB coming up next.
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Go to allstartoyotabatteries.com, allstartoyotabatonrouge.com. Go to All-Star Toyota today for all of your car needs, whether it's new, Toyota certified used vehicle, or you still get warranty, maybe you just need a rent. Maybe you need a service and or body shop. Bring your insurance claim into All-Star today. Mention OTB, you get $100 towards that deductible. They also have a great shuttle service. I can drop you off and pick you up from wherever you need to go. Rental cars right there on site. Factory parts right there on site. And all makes and models are welcome. So
you just take a sip of an IPA?
Just burped a lot of bad work pot coffee up. I always get heartburn from it. All-Star Toyota Baton Rouge.
We'll never give you heartburn.
No, it will not.
Nope. We'll only give you joy.
Yep.
Buying new, leasing,
yep.
Renting,
yep.
Doesn't matter.
Yep.
Always joy.
Yep.
All-Star Toyota of Baton Rouge.com.
Yep.
In times of need, get a full list of phone numbers, websites, and other important emergency information on the Demco Stormwatch page at 1045ESPN.com.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary, for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected. Supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team. And backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
Jerry and Benny Payne began Central Plumbing Company out of their driveway in Tanglewood subdivision. 50 years later and 4 generations down the road, we continue to serve Baton Rouge and the surrounding areas for all of their plumbing needs. Residential, commercial, industrial, or hospitality, Central Plumbing is here 24/7, 365.
We want to thank our customers, family, and friends for 50 years of success.
And looking forward to 50 more.
Dylan Cruz here to tell you about Six Rings Baseball and Softball Camp. If you live on the North Shore and play ball, go to Six Rings Camps with former LSU assistant coach Dan Canaveri. His knowledge is second to none, and your child will improve and have fun doing it. Camps were held at Coquille Park and Six Rings Academy in Covington with 4 sessions over the summer. Full day and morning only sessions are available from ages 7 to 13. Go to sixringsbaseball.com or call 985.
He's going the distance. He's going for speed. She's all alone in a time of need.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, and 1130 The Tiger.
Happening, y'all. Welcome back. OTB, little flare string going down here. How about this? Shout out to Jack's Place. Y'all ever heard of Jack's Place?
Oh, good song.
Keep playing.
Go. The whole album's awesome.
I hadn't heard this in.
Is this Cake? This is Fashion Nugget, the album?
Yes.
Are they the one that sings short skirt and a long jacket?
Yeah.
Have y'all heard of Jack's Place?
No.
Yeah.
You have?
Old man Jack owns it. It's his place.
Okay.
I know where it is. It's in North Louisiana.
Shut up. No, it's in Port Allen. But I read an article on
Which is that
The Advocate.
Technically north of Baton Rouge?
He said North Louisiana.
I did say North Louisiana.
Yeah, north of Baton Rouge.
I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like the lights just flickered a little bit.
Yeah, it's storming out there. Well-made building, though. Can't feel it at all in
here.
here.
Isn't this building haunted?
It's fortified.
Yes. Yeah. It's an old Civil War hospital and a mortuary as well, I believe. But Jack's Place is a bar in Port Allen that's been open for 100 years. Same family. In their 3rd generation of family ownership. I saw that. I thought it was pretty cool, man. It's like we used to do commercials for City Cafe, and that's been known for 100 years. I mean, when you really think about it, if a single business under the same familial ownership lasts for a century, that's insane. I mean, shout out my favorite bookstore, Red Stick Reads. Support them in whichever way you can. I saw a post the other day that they're going to have to maybe move shops, trying to stay somewhere mid-city, but like, if we lose Red Stick Reads because you dumbasses don't know what books are, I'm gonna fight every single one of you. And I'm gonna after I beat you down, I'm gonna stuff IPAs down your throat till you puke. Okay? So I need you all to go to Red Stick Reads today and buy a book. I'm talking the entire audience, not just the people in this room. When's the last time you read a book? Go.
Like a cover to cover or like pieces of it? I'm in the middle of one right now.
Of course, cover to cover. You don't get credit for reading a page. I mean, are you going to finish this book that you're reading right now?
Yeah.
Okay, what are you reading?
It's called 1 Yard Short. It's from the old Tennessee Titans offensive coordinator.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And he talks about like
Very
how
random,
like
but
coming
very
up
cool.
short helped him later in life, like overcoming adversity. Something. It's a good book.
Huh. Did that tell you explain it to Victoria? Like, look, it doesn't matter if I'm a little short. Like, this is going to be good for us in the long run. Don't worry. What about you, Lonzo?
She doesn't see it that way, but yeah.
I just finished rereading Crime and Punishment like a week ago.
What's Crime and Punishment?
You've never read that book?
If it's a classic, I have such a bad blind spot. I love reading. I never read a single book that school required me to read.
Yeah, it's an
I
old
did
book.
Spark Notes for like The Outsiders, all that stuff.
Dostoevsky.
Oh, The Outsiders.
It's Russian.
Oh, okay.
Russian literature. It's a good book. He basically kills somebody, and the whole thing is just.
So, are you a big reader then? If you're just casually reading Crime and Punishment?
Sometimes I reread books that I read when I was younger to see if I have like a better perspective on it.
It's a very mature and fair point.
If
or perspective.
Yeah. If somebody that I like comes out with a book, I'll buy it too and read it.
What about you, Matt? Last time you read a book?
I'm reading one right now. It's called Kinsey and Max. It's a chapter book I'm reading with my children.
Okay, that'll play. That dog will hunt.
Other than that, I don't love reading in general.
So when's the last time you read a book for yourself?
I read a lot, but it's not really books.
Like what? Like magazines?
I'm a businessman, so.
So like what? Like business
journal,
business
stuff.
That's the least inspiring. Like,
yep.
I mean,
There you go.
Really trust your business acumen. I read business stuff.
I don't read too good.
I read business stuff.
Now,
what does that mean?
I enjoy listening to books. Honestly, I don't.
Well, I count that as reading. I count that as reading. To be clear.
Should you though?
I think if you're comprehending it, yeah.
I mean, I do.
If we want to get in a semantic argument, I don't care about that. But like, I would. What's the last book you listened to?
I listened to the whole. What's the Terminal List series? I listened to all those books.
Terminal List?
Oh yeah, that was a good show.
I listened to all 5 of those books. Jack Carr.
Okay, good. See, you do have some good popcorn trash reading in your life.
Well, that's I don't really like to
Is that popcorn trash?
I've tried to read the books that are like motivational or like teach you something.
That's what I'm saying. But you need junk food. You need junk food reading sometimes.
Before that, I read the House of the the House of Dragons.
Oh, you did?
The whole textbook.
That's right. Yeah, I'm holding off on reading it because I don't want to be spoiled by the show.
Incredible.
What about you, Jake? What's the last book you read?
My Denver Broncos playbook.
Wow. Listen to? Read to the kids. Nothing. Damn.
No, I don't read. I don't read.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be
my little brother's
the
same way. I'm trying to get him in, and he's like,
I can't,
don't do it.
The only books I've ever gone cover to cover are school assignments. Or even picked up.
Look, in fairness, the book I'm in the middle of reading, I've had since June, and I'm less than halfway through. Like, I will sit down and read a little bit. My patience is not great.
I just don't comprehend it. I'm going to be honest.
Taylor, we're coming up on a year now.
My comprehension's terrible. Now, Katie will like mow through a book in like a day.
Yeah.
Like multiple, sometimes in a week.
Yeah.
Me, I don't comprehend it, so I'm like, I'm not going to waste my time.
What do you mean by comprehend? Like,
I'll read it and don't.
It just goes in one ear, out the other?
Yep, and I've tried.
Just reread the page a bunch?
Mm-hmm. I'm like, why am I doing this?
In fairness, it is, when you're actually reading, not listening to it, it is kind of hard to, like, once you get into it, then you're kind of, you're locked in and you want to get into the next page. And you're
it's getting your hooks in you.
Yeah, that's what I
I've never had that feeling.
I had a couple of years ago, I did a New Year's resolution that I was going to read a book a month.
Yeah.
You and your resolutions.
I love my resolutions, dude. I love them.
They're good. You know, it's nice to aspire to things, I suppose.
So I've changed my life from New Year's resolutions, people. But yeah, I made it through like 2 or 3 months. I can't remember. And I was gonna read like one, just entertaining, then one like self-improving.
Yeah.
I got to the first self-improving one, and I couldn't comprehend. Like I just couldn't get into it. So I kind of gave it up.
I think self-improvement books are good for some people, but not like a one size fits all for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I think that if they're good for you, great. I am not judging you, but like there's a million different ways to skin a cat. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure you can glean valuable information that you could apply through your life in some way that would help you, but some of those can get a little scammy. Like there are some people who are so obsessed with just reading the self-improvement books, but they never actually doing this stuff. Yeah.
I just think it's all like you're passionate about reading, which is very, very cool. Like I was always passionate about like football plays and fronts and coverages and runs and stuff. Like I could comprehend that. I don't know if it's because I wanted to comprehend it or what, but like that makes much more sense to me than trying to read a book.
Well, you do know every starter and backup player in every sport out there.
Mm-hmm. Mostly,
yeah. I mean, you could probably name the starting 9 for every softball team out there.
That's true.
Yeah.
So I just think it's I don't know if it's a skill set. I don't know if it's a desire, because I've wanted to be good at, doing the things that you're talking about, but my brain just works better in the ways that Flynn's talking about.
The point is, go buy a book from Red Stick Read, nerds. Okay? When we get back, closing out our number 2.
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
What's up, y'all? I want to remind you about making the switch to Trash Rangers, your one-stop shop for your waste needs. And remember, Trash Rangers is growing for a reason. Trash Rangers now offering commercial dumpsters for your business and roll-off dumpsters available in any size for any project with many different plans to suit your trash needs. You hear that, my high? So put Trash Rangers to work for you. Go to trashsignup.com. That's trashsignup.com for a trash company owned and operated by locals for locals. We are Trash Rangers of Louisiana.
Give them a call, because we promise you, you're going to be, glad that you made the switch. And you probably see your neighbors that have already made the switch, and you see the red cans. You can be a part of that too. Reliable weekly service, where I tell you no hidden fees, weekly text reminders. So pick up the phone, give them a call, make the switch today, 225-401-0838.
Our listeners fire off their opinions on the jimsfirearms.net hotline at 499-1045. Keep listening for your next chance to shoot us your thoughts with the jimsfirearms.net hotline on 1045 ESPN Baton Rouge.
Bayou Ford has the new inventory to get you in a new Ford truck or SUV today, or customize your next vehicle just the way you want it. All new Bayou Ford vehicles come with a 1 million mile powertrain warranty. The crew at Bayou Ford is going to do right by you.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona. For years, you've heard me tell you about Insurance Network of Louisiana, helping you find better coverage for less money. But it's not just for your home and auto. They also offer commercial property. So, retail stores, professional offices like doctors, dentists, attorneys, clothing boutiques. Insurance Network of Louisiana can find you better coverage for less money. They service the entire state of Louisiana, and they're local. So call today at 293-0450 or lainsurance.net.
Yo, Jake here from my friends over at Community Steel Company located in Gonzales, Louisiana. The local place you can turn to for all of your metal building needs. Notice I said local, not Houston, not Dallas, not Atlanta, but right here in Gonzales. Visit them at their brand new state-of-the-art website at communitysteelco.com or pick up the phone and give them a call today to answer all of your questions on your metal buildings, roofing and sheet metal, and any other steel needs you or your business need at 225-647-2020.
Power up your next project with John Deere Deals by Sunshine. Whether you're working hard or playing hard, our knowledgeable team will help you find the right product for you. Ask us about our amazing tractor package promotions. Learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary, for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, and 1130 The Tiger.
Welcome back to OTB. Flestering. Matt as my high. DrinkMyHigh.com. I'm running one My High deep yesterday with 3 yesterday. Or excuse me, today. We went 3 yesterday. So tasty. Like to keep all the My High Zero flavors on deck. So if I like, I want a little blue, want a little lemon lime, a little fruit punch, I always got something ready.
A lot of studies coming out right now that talk about first thing in the morning drinking electrolyte, low sugar electrolyte beverage.
Oh, really? That's what I've been doing. Like do a little AG1 and a little My High.
Yeah,
I feel like I start my day
good.
right.
Look, I know the Oscars already passed, but this probably is up for an Oscar next season.
There's nothing acting about this, buddy. Environment. I knew there was a better way to do things. I want to stop people from getting to the point where they need to rehydrate. We want to stop dehydration before it starts. And that's the goal of My High. We wanted the product to be really straightforward, really simple, with a science background. It's as close to like a customized hydration plan as you're going to find on the market.
That you had to splay your legs out at 90-degree angles either way, so we just got pure crotch shot.
Look, I'm not going to be acting like somebody I'm not.
Can we start that from the beginning again this time?
I don't think we have the time. They're like, the marketing company say, hey, dress up a little bit.
Give it to me.
Always been football. Went to college to play football at LSU. I'm lucky enough to be able to spend 8 years in the NFL. Always dealt with dehydration issues growing up, being in a hot environment. I knew there was a better way to do things. I want to stop people from getting to the point where they need to rehydrate. We want to stop dehydration.
Okay, the best part is you opening up the warehouse as if that's you just opening shop every day. Just pulling down the chain.
Do you know like how many? You don't know like how many trucks I actually load.
Off the bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Another day here on the old hydration farm.
I don't know what you think like this is.
I don't have I think you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you don't.
I think he does.
Agatim of Baton Rouge, take control of your comfort zone. Thank you for coming in today, Matt. DrinkMyHigh.com. Agatim of Baton Rouge. Look, if you have any AC, heat, and electrical needs you want to go to AgatimBR.com. Get that service to the highest degree. And as I always tell you guys, that ain't this lip service, man. That's that real talk. They walk that walk. You're going to be blown away. Like one of my favorite little anecdotes about Agatim was the first time we ever used them. My wife, unbidden, having never listened to the show, which she does now, which I don't love, but was like, oh my God, that was the best customer service I've ever gotten in my entire life. That's what you too can get it from Agatim. That's why the reviews are so high. Go to Agatim Baton Rouge, AgatimBR.com.
Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is taking $22,500 off the new 23 Ram 1500 SCA truck. We're open for business in our beautiful new showroom and taking $22,500 off the new Ram 1500 truck. All new Bayou vehicles come with a 1 million mile warranty. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
The Windsor Senior Living Community in Mandeville, Louisiana is a beautiful, vibrant apartment community geared towards seniors. They are nestled right in the heart of Mandeville, where seniors live a more carefree lifestyle in spacious apartments with the peace of mind that comes from having a little extra help. Call the Windsor at 985-624-8040 to schedule a lunch and tour. Come see how the Windsor can be your passport to peace of mind.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
Jerry and Benny Payne began Central Plumbing Company out of their driveway in Tanglewood subdivision. 50 years later and 4 generations down the road, we continue to serve Baton Rouge and the surrounding areas for all of their plumbing needs. Residential, commercial, industrial, or hospitality, Central Plumbing is here 24/7, 365.
We want to thank our customers, family, and friends for 50 years of success.
And looking forward to 50 more.
Dylan Cruz here to tell you about Six Rings Baseball and Softball Camp. If you live on the North Shore and play ball, go to Six Rings Camps with former LSU assistant coach Dan Canaveri. His knowledge is second to none, and your child will improve and have fun doing it. Camps were held at Coquille Park and Six Rings Academy in Covington with 4 sessions over the summer. Full day and morning only sessions are available from ages 7 to 13. Go to sixringsbaseball.com or call 985-206-9096. Learn the game to love the game.
BRAC teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. BRAC, your #1 park system in the nation.
The best kept secret in town is out. Discover Tallulah at the Renaissance Hotel on Bluebonnet.
Good morning. It's 9 a.m. on Wednesday, April 10th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect thunderstorms with a high of 77. In hour 3 of today's show, Jacques Doucet will stop by the show at 9 a.m. We'll talk a little New Orleans Saints and wrap up the show with Ask the Bench. If you missed hours 1 or 2 of the show, you can catch them in the on-demand section at 1045ESPN.com. You can also follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 1045 ESPN channel. Hour number 3 of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studios, starts now.
Let we go! All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Yeah!
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Hey, they said I got to come off the bench.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. Yo, yo, yo.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to hour 3 of OTB. T-Bob, Jake, Mario, and Alondra hanging out with you today. And right now it is our, what did I say, Mario? T-Bob, Jake, Taylor, and Alondra.
Have not done that.
Hanging out today.
Ever.
I mean, bro.
I'm shocked.
The ship of Theseus rolls on.
Well, the funny thing is, like, he did it.
A lot of different shows, a lot of different people that I do shows with. And y'all are all.
Yeah, it's no big deal. I look just like him.
And y'all are all forgettable.
Well, that's the thing. He said it like from me instead of you.
Yeah.
Wow.
No.
I mean, nobody's more forgettable than Taylor, to be fair.
That is fair.
You know who's unforgettable? Our guy Jacques.
You to turn your computer on mute.
I forgot to. Red Rock and Blue, one of the best local charities that Jacques is the mastermind of. Benefits Louisiana military charities such as the Blue Stars Mothers Louisiana, Gulf Coast Veterans, amongst others. Donates $50 to $60K a year. And if you want to get involved while also having a great time, maybe you want to get out to Chelsea's on April 13th for a big-time concert. Jacques, what's going on, man? How are we doing today?
T-Bob, I'm outstanding. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
Okay, so tell us about the Red Rock and Blue concert going on at Chelsea's next weekend. Or
well,
this Saturday. This Saturday. It's the 10th. This Saturday, April 13th.
Yeah. Once this bad weather gets out of here, we're going to have a stretch of great weather. So go out and enjoy the LSU spring football game or Southern spring football game this Saturday. And then over at Chelsea's, we're doing a little kickoff concert just to get people excited about the events we do during the summer. And, we're going to have the 30th anniversary of our softball tournament this summer, which I started when I was a senior in high school with some friends. And then in 2006, we started raising money for charity. And it's a special thing we're going to do in late July at Oak Villa, a great rec facility who's good to us. But, yeah, we're going to, believe it or not, we haven't done anything Van Halen related in about 6 years. So we've got the Atomic Punks, the ultimate tribute to classic Van Halen. If you're a David Lee Roth guy, those first 6 albums, you're running with the Devil, Hot for Teacher, Panama Jump, all that.
Yeah.
They're gonna come in from Los Angeles and play. They're the top Van Halen tribute band in the country. And then Heldorados, which my good friend Joey Holloway, who's been part of the Antiques and a lot of other great local bands. They're going to open up, and right now it's a ticket of less than $20. If you're a military man or woman who wants to come out, contact me. We'll get you in for free. And, it's just to get some more sponsors and more people involved in what we're going to do during the summer. And so, we've been lucky to donate about $50,000 to $60,000 each year to Blue Star Mothers of Louisiana, who do a great job sending care packages to soldiers, doing wreaths across America, doing great things for Gold Star families who have lost a loved one serving our country. Gulf Coast Veterans takes wounded warriors from the area out on hunting trips and fishing trips at no cost and takes them to some great camps. So during the summertime when the sports get slow, this has always been a good thing that I've enjoyed doing, and I've got a great team to help me do it as well. And so this is kind of a spring kickoff at Chelsea's this Saturday.
So, it's okay, the door's going to open at 7 p.m. at Chelsea's. The show will begin at 8. So, Jacques, you're saying that, okay, so in 2006, you started doing this with the charitable aspect in mind. But what, when you and your friends were a senior in high school, you just put together a tournament for you and the boys and girls, just to get a little slow pitch competition in each year?
Yeah, that's how it started. I went to North Vermilion High School. We lived out in Maurice, Louisiana, not far from the original City Bar right there.
Okay.
And the movie Field of Dreams had been out not long before that, and there was the old "If you build it, they will come" thing. And we had a field that we got some chicken wire and some posts, and and we kind of built this makeshift park in my parents' backyard. I even had a billboard with Beavis and Butthead on it and stuff. It was just great youthful fun. And I invited everybody out. We had a tournament of like 3 teams, and then we would do it every year kind of as a reunion of friends. And then it was around 2005, my good friend Taylor Begna, who served in the Army, said, "You're on TV, you reach a lot of people, we should do a charity of some kind." And we batted it around, and we decided to do something for local Louisiana military veterans, get back to, I was a local sportscaster. We wanted to keep the money local, nothing against national people, but, we wanted to give to people that we saw in person, could shake their hand, to see what they're doing. And that's kind of been the theme for the last, almost 20 years of raising money for charity.
What's the most? What's been kind of your most fulfilling aspect or experience of doing this for so long?
Well, you hear maybe sometimes about money you raise that has helped people that you didn't expect. Like I believe when we had the really bad flood in 2016. That there were some veterans that were displaced and some things that happened there that we found out that some of the money we raised helped them get back on their feet, whether it was, maybe repairing their home a tad or finding some place to live, and pay rent or stuff like that. And so, I'm Peter Pan. I've never grown up. I enjoy doing things. I enjoy doing things for fun. And this is fun. And then you can, do events, concerts, softball tournaments. I could never make it past basic training or whatever these guys do to have to serve in the Army and the military and the Marines and whatnot. And so this is easy peasy to do these things and to help people who are going to the desert, going to the jungle, going to just these places that are very uncomfortable and not a whole lot of fun, to protect our freedom and whatnot. And so it's a team we can all root for, and it's been really good to meet people and whatnot that we've been able to impact in a positive manner.
Jack, how many events are you doing per year? Because I know y'all do a ton in the summertime, and you've had some changes here as of late. And T-Bob and I, we've both played in the softball game that you had. I know you've made some changes there. Like, what events do you have this year, and how many is that in total?
Yeah, Jacob, the softball game was fun. We did that for a number of years. COVID came along, NIL came along, which made it a little more difficult to put that together, So I think that kind of ran its course, and we had a great time doing that. A lot of people came out and did it. I have a lot of good local friends in the local music thing that'll contact me and say, "Hey, look, Ben Cassio is a guy that I know, great friends with. He'll call me and say, "Hey, look, I've put together a little concert of 3 or 4 bands who are going to donate their time. When do you want to do it?" "Okay, let's do it July 13th. "All right, cool." And then they'll come out, donate their time, and that's the kind of thing that's, if you don't have to pay anybody, I mean, that's easy math, right?
Yeah.
That's okay. We'll make $3,000 or $4,000 and we'll give that away. So those are the kind of things we're going to do. We're going to do is probably a couple of small local concerts during the summer, and we're going to do our softball tournament in late July. I do enjoy bringing in the big bands and whatnot. That costs money, and you always start in a big hole, and you're always fighting to break even on the national stuff, which we'll do here and there. But we plan on doing a couple of concerts during the summer and in our softball tournament in late July. That's what we have planned right now. Doug Thompson, has been really involved in the Louisiana Firefighters Association, and we're going to reach out and kind of do some. I mean, that's the first cousin of military, right? First responders. We're going to do something in early August at the varsity. We did a catering reunion a year ago, which was a smash success, and we're going to do another one August the 3rd to benefit firefighters and their causes too. So those are some of the things we got coming up.
Jacques, have you ever seen Atomic Punks before?
Have I seen them?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I brought him in several times. The guy is a dead ringer for David Lee Roth. He will come out and do the David Lee Roth to a T. The guitarist, obviously, if you're tackling Eddie Van Halen stuff, you better know your bit, better be able to play.
Yes.
This is like being a singer in a Journey band, T-Bob. You don't come out there singing flat. So it's a great show. They'll come out and play all that classic stuff from 78 to 84. I'm a big Sammy guy. I don't lie.
I was going to say, you Van Halen or Van Hagar here, Jock?
I love Sammy, but they're not doing that stuff at the moment. So the meat and potatoes of the David Lee Roth era they're going to do, and it's a lot of fun. Great high energy music for quite honestly the greatest American hard rock band ever, the Mighty VH. So come on out on Saturday.
And I mean, okay, so look, what could be better, y'all? This Saturday at Chelsea, show starts at 8, doors open at 7. They're going to open with the local act Heldorados, then into Atomic Punks. Go relive your glory days, have fun, and do it all while supporting a great cause and giving back to those who give so much to us. Jacques Doucet, cannot thank you enough, man. You are the absolute best. It's very kind how much effort and everything you do for these organizations. And man, Saturday should be awesome.
Appreciate you, man. Your old boy Jared Lee, he would really enjoy that. I think,
he was a massive. Whenever I think of Van Halen, I think of Jared Lee. 100%. It's a good pull by you, Jacques. I don't know. I don't know how many people would remember that and/or know that.
Well, I remember. I think you were on the team. It was at Media Day. Remember we used to do Media Day.
Yeah.
And I think I asked Jared Lee his top 5 bands. And he spit out Motley Crue, Guns N' Roses, Van Halen. I mean, everything that was straight up my alley. And
I mean, is that all considered hair metal? That's where I'm not the biggest music guy, but that's kind of where I place it in my brain.
Van Halen came out in the late 70s. They never really wore makeup. I would not call them a hair band, but a lot of people do. I mean, Motley Crue, Poison. I mean, those guys, they were looking like hot chicks back in the late 80s. I mean, that was hair band, But anyway,
looks like a lady.
Exactly.
Don't know who,
that song's about Vince Neil.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah. It was
wow,
inspired by Vince Neil.
Well, there you go. Jacques, thank you so much, man. You're the best. And, Saturday's going to be awesome.
Thanks for having me on, man. I guess I'll see you guys at the spring game this weekend.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
See you then, Jacques. Take it easy, Jacques. Again, get out to Chelsea's this Saturday for Atomic Punks, Heldorados, chelseaslive.com. You can go purchase tickets. Tickets also available at the door. So if you just want to walk up and go buy them and have some fun, that's going to be for a great cause. All right. More Off the Bench when we get back.
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, and 1130 The Tiger.
Head over to ColemanRoof.com and get in touch with Coleman Roofing and Construction, the most reliable and the most respected roofing company in Louisiana, also the most complete roofing company in Louisiana, as they do any size job, commercial or residential. They do anything geographically. They're the entire Gulf South region, and they do any type of roof. Here's a review from a couple of weeks ago. Bob Bogan. I was nervous about anyone cutting holes in a perfectly good roof to install 2 roof vent turbines. But Coleman Roofing's project manager and workers put me at ease. Workers took their time. They really knew what they were doing. I was impressed by how safely they moved around the roof. They even reworked some of the other vents that were not originally quoted. Coleman Roofing went above and beyond. That could be you. Roofing job, you want Coleman Roof.
ColemanRoof.com is that website. There you'll find the contact for Gonzales, Baton Rouge, Madisonville, Home, and Lafayette throughout that region that we're talking about, ColemanRoof.com.
In times of need, get a full list of phone numbers, websites, and other important emergency information on the Demco Stormwatch page at 1045ESPN.com.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected. Supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team. And backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
He's here. Anyone want a Coors Light?
Oh, shoot, I forgot to play the song. I got a guy who can fix this.
The best kept secret in town is out. Discover Tallulah at the Renaissance Hotel on Bluebonnet.
Electricity is all around us, and our families depend on it. Every day is sparked by the power of a cold drink or a warm meal, a movie night, and a comforting light at the end of a dark hallway. From sunrise to sunset, playtime to bedtime, our team is ready to take care of your electrical needs. Even in the case of an after-hours emergency, the light in your life shines brighter with Mr. Electric.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona. For years, you've heard me tell you about Insurance Network of Louisiana, helping you find better coverage for less money. But it's not just for your home and auto. They also offer commercial property. So, retail stores, professional offices like doctors, dentists, attorneys, clothing boutiques. Insurance Network of Louisiana can find you better coverage for less money. They service the entire state of Louisiana, and they're local. So call today at 293-0450 or lainsurance.net.
Yo, Jake here from my friends over at Community Steel Company located in Gonzales, Louisiana. The local place you can turn to for all of your metal building needs. Notice I said local, not Houston, not Dallas, not Atlanta, but right here in Gonzales. Visit them at their brand new state-of-the-art website at communitysteelco.com or pick up the phone and give them a call today to answer all of your questions on your metal buildings, roofing and sheet metal.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, and 1130 The Tiger.
Can't believe y'all never thought about this. I saw a story yesterday about a family, a couple. It's going to get dark quickly, y'all, so just heads up. But a couple who were supposedly really nice. Everybody loved them. Kind of just your typical suburban good people. And then the husband got caught following around kids in a store, pleasuring himself. Next thing you know, the police raid the house. And not only do they find a bunch of CP, which is, give them the death penalty immediately, but apparently also multiple videos of the wife having sex with the family dog, Great Dane. That's crazy, y'all. That's crazy.
So we were talking about this. Me and you were
having
after
sex
the
with a
show
Great Dane
the other day.
No, yeah. Yesterday.
Again, I didn't know that was illegal.
Yeah, I think bestiality is, yes, I think bestiality is illegal.
I had no idea.
It does make me feel a bit odd, right? It's America. Why can't, it's my dog. But it's...
it's the family dog. But
it's a family dog. Is it weird that it's the family dog? I guess no. I mean, I guess if you're going to have, if you're going to do that, you're not going to just go get some random dog.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to like park meetups and stuff.
Her going to the dog park suddenly takes on a much weirder connotation after you know that about her. For sure. Man, I was wondering why she was always there. It's like, some people basically make out with their dog. She's just making out with everybody. So I was like, that's a little, she really likes dogs.
Very friendly.
Yeah, she really likes dogs.
I mean,
very friendly. Oh, look at that. My wife just texted me. She made me bacon for later. Looks like your boy's having a BLT today, guys. Going to be a good day.
Your love for BLTs, like, I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's great. It's the best. Bacon, lettuce, tomato, mayo. Nothing better. You know what else is pretty good? The fact that Taylor put a Saints 7-round mock draft in here and thought I was going to talk about it.
Yeah.
Jake, do you want to, so where does this come from? This comes from Saints Wires at USA Today, who does do good work, but how do you feel about Tip Ryman, a tight end out of Illinois, being selected with pick 190 in the 6th?
Didn't do a whole lot for me. I just wouldn't, I didn't have anything to add to the last conversation.
I'm trying to help you out here. I'm trying to help you out here.
No. I don't want to be on record talking about those things that you are talking about.
No, for sure. You got 2 dogs now. You better watch out.
Yeah, Taylor, not knowing it's illegal, that was surprising as well.
I'm going to back up Taylor here. I think it's a bit surprising that is illegal to me. It kind of feels like, it's again, not that, well, whatever. We don't need to go there.
I would much rather go with Jared Wiley, TCU tight end, if I'm selecting a tight end somewhere in that range.
Okay, speaking of TCU, what about Mark Perry, safety out of TCU, round 7? It does have him selecting Mason Smith in the 4th, which is, I guess, a good way to get headlines.
You know who's actually like a higher NFL prospect than I thought he would be, and I'm not throwing shade at him. I didn't know that he would have the opportunity to play in the NFL. Is Andre Sam? He's a top 200.
Oh wow,
prospect.
Okay, so, work out Andre Sam.
Draftable.
The rise continues. Someone who we talked about coming in last year, but again, I think he was put in a bad position thanks to the staff, like almost every defensive player was last year. Somebody who really earned his way up out the mud, all the way from, where did he start at pre-Marshall?
McNeese.
Yes, that's right. McNeese to Marshall, had a huge game when they beat Notre Dame, comes into LSU, plays significantly last year, and now maybe going to play in the NFL. That's awesome, dude. Shout out Andre Sam. I do love, for whatever it's worth, I do love the first 2-round picks in the 7th-round draft mock. Olu Fashanu and Xavier Legette. I think all Saints fans would be ecstatic.
That would be A+.
That would be A+ if you could exit the first 2 rounds with Fashanu and Xavier Legette.
They fill a need. I think they fit the system.
Yeah.
And you would feel really good about where your offense is heading compared to where it was before the draft if you were able to select both those players.
Oh, look at this. Jacques Tess says, thanks for having me on. Appreciate it. He texted me, texted you, and he texted Alondra. Huh. See, you are forgettable, Taylor. You know? Why aren't you in the group?
I don't know. That's a Jacques question.
Taylor, what would your master's meal be?
Ooh. Cheeseburger for sure. So most of them do 2 entrees, right? Like an either or.
Give me your cheeseburger though. Like craft the perfect cheeseburger. Because there's a lot of ways that this can go wrong or right. Like what type of bun are we starting with? Start at the fundamentals here.
Ooh. Like a good brioche bun.
Okay. That's one of the acceptable answers.
Let's see. And you're gonna get one of those patties that's like half chuck, half prime rib.
Okay,
all that.
Love it. A delicious meat blend there.
I'm not going bacon, but I am gonna go grilled onions on the burger.
Okay.
I'm gonna do that as well.
I would have loved to see bacon, but I understand it.
And then bacon could be an option. You can build your own.
What kind of cheese?
cheddar on a cheeseburger.
Okay.
You're a pepper jack man, Jake?
Yeah, pepper jack.
I like pepper jack too.
On a cheeseburger, pepper jack. I'm not gonna look. Cheese is one of those foods, though. I'm not gonna turn it down.
No,
I'm not gonna turn my nose up at cheese.
I'm not gonna look at cheese wheel in the mouth. I'm just gonna put it in my mouth.
What he said.
Pickles.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Lettuce.
Yeah.
What type of lettuce?
Iceberg lettuce?
No. No. Whoa! Don't
I've never been asked what type of lettuce. I don't know.
You ever had butter lettuce? Butter lettuce is incredible.
Arugula.
Sure, we can go
fresh,
with
fresh butter lettuce is unreal
We
good.
can go. Look, you can pick your own lettuce.
What do you
We'll have
want?
a
Like
lettuce bar.
shredded McDonald's
We'll
lettuce?
have a lettuce bar.
I like shredded lettuce.
Shredded lettuce
if it's
is better.
fresh.
Shredded
if it's
lettuce
fresh,
is easier on a burger too.
If it's
Taco
fresh,
too. Yeah,
yes.
some good
But
shredded
the
lettuce.
problem is, you see a lot of times when you're getting shredded lettuce, it's at like a faster place, and when you look at the shredded lettuce, it does not inspire a lot of confidence. It just looks like salmonella waiting to strike.
Like, you got to eat fast food knowing what you're getting into.
That's fair. That's
you
true.
have to know like that what you're putting in your body. It probably tastes good, but it's probably not great for you. But you
No.
have to know that going in, which is okay. Now, I
It is
will
true.
say
It's got,
Taco
like, sodium
Bell
and sugar in it.
does sell like double-decker kits and crunch kits. What is it called?
No, I don't know. I know what you're talking about. The
Yeah.
gordita things,
Yeah,
right?
so they sell all of that now, and you can make it at home. We did it last night. We did double-deckers at home, and it was fantastic. So
Wait,
that way we're able to
Taco
add our
Bell's-
own lettuce
is
and
Taco-
meat and
It's like
cheese.
Taco Bell brand, but
Taco
you have the El
Bell
Paso
builds.
brand.
Wait, at the stores they sell build your own taco kits.
Yeah, so it comes with both kinds of tortilla, the cheese that you put in the middle, and the taco seasoning. Now you add your lettuce and tomatoes and sour cream and your own meat, so it's higher grade. So it's actually pretty damn good.
It's the black box, right?
Yeah.
So you drive up to Taco Bell, but you don't leave with food. You only
No,
leave
no,
with
no,
like
no.
a
You
fucking
buy these at like
Walmart.
grocery stores, like they're kids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, you buy it at like Walmart.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
interesting.
And that way, I mean, outside of the cheese that they provide, you can add,
Which
higher
section is
quality
it sold
meat
in?
and, like, box dinner aisle. That,
where you have the seasonings, the sauces, and the other
Yeah.
taco kits.
Well, it's just funny because tortillas are sold in the bread aisle, but
oh my god,
no, they're not. Tortillas?
Yeah, they are.
No, tortillas are always in their own, like, there's a Mexican food, like, aisle.
Isn't there like an international aisle or something like
Yeah, in
that where
some
they have
spots,
like
for sure.
Asian food?
Yeah, but tortillas tend to not be in the international aisle.
Yeah.
That's if you're going a little deeper into the international views. Tortillas have been Americanized to the point where they're sold in the bread aisle.
Okay.
Just saying, I hate being right all the time, guys.
You're
if
not.
if I could be wrong sometimes, I understand that it would even the playing field out a bit. But again, whether it's IPAs, tortillas, sunscreen, my mind is just a steel trap of objective correctness. Which is why
you got nothing.
Yeah,
huh?
steel trap.
I was looking for a good sports segue there, and I got nothing. I was gonna say, which is why the Cowboys won't make the playoffs, but it felt like just too low of hanging fruit to even engage with. Okay, we'll do 2 minutes on the Cowboys real quick here, though, Taylor, because I know. Try to. You said no. I said I don't have a gag reflex, so I'm fine. Good luck to you, though.
Me either.
What are y'all gonna do about Dak?
I think he's going to walk after this year. I really do.
So you're just going to play out this year with a lame Dak quarterback and just let him go afterwards?
I don't love that. I don't know if they have another option. You cannot pay him the $53 million or whatever it is he's asking. You cannot pay Dak Prescott that money. He's not worth that money.
So after everything you've invested in Dak Prescott, you're going to let him walk for nothing.
Well, so the problem is your other option is to trade him.
Yeah.
Who else is going to trade for him saying, hey, we got to get him. We know you're going to get him as a 1-year rental. He could potentially walk next year for you as well.
No, you would only make that trade
if you have a deal in place.
If you have a deal in place for Dak.
I mean, that's your best option, but I don't know how big the trade market for him is right now with his contract.
With his contract that he's got currently or the contract that he is going to be due?
Both.
Because somebody's, but I mean, I guess maybe if there's not like a bunch of teams willing to pay him that. Who would be the best landing spot for Dak Prescott, Jake?
Somebody that's just been quarterback starved for so long. Like somebody that's looking for someone, and he's done enough where the fans would still be excited about.
You think Cleveland's salty? I would much rather pay Dak than Deshaun Watson when he's
100%.
getting paid. But because Deshaun Watson's guaranteed, that ain't going anywhere. That would have been an excellent fit for them. Maybe if Aaron Rodgers is just old and sucks this year, the Jets.
What about the Raiders?
Yeah. I mean, who do they got? Aiden O'Connell.
Yeah.
Aiden O'Connell and Gardner Minshew.
Great quarterbacks.
Gardner
both.
Minshew, kind of, I'd still take him over Dak.
No.
That price. No, for the price.
What?
For the price?
Yeah, because you could have Minshew as a 1-year rental, draft a QB in the first round this year.
Yeah, I'm not talking about the talent. I'm talking about the price of it. Because you got to pay Dak. Dak's done enough where you still got to pay him.
Yeah, no, he's going to get $50 million from somebody. Not from the Cowboys, though. What a sad end that's going to be to the Dak Cowboy tenure. Taylor, how mad would you be? Let's say Dak balls. They make an NFC championship, and so they decide to pay my man, but don't win the championship. Where's your head going to be?
Oh, so I am actually fully prepared for that. I'm going to be in a dark place emotionally, but I'm actually prepared for that.
Only time will tell. But I'm going to tell you, if you want to ignite your career, to head over to the MMR group. That's mmrgrp.com. That's where you can go apply now if you want to work for the nation's largest electrical and instrumentation contractor in the entire country. For 3 decades, y'all, the MMR Group's been headquartered right here in Baton Rouge. And if you want to be a part of a dynamic culture, if you want to take advantage of outstanding benefits, and if you want a tailored path for both professional and personal development, you should check them out, man. And so if you're a student seeking an internship, you're beginning your career, or you're a seasoned pro, MMR offers a variety of positions just for you. Build your future with MMR. Offices all over the globe, going crazy adventures. Apply now at mmrgrp.com. Did y'all see the Joker 2 trailer?
No, I did not. Not yet.
It's going to be bad radio. Should we...
No, if it's going to be.
Isn't it like 2.5 minutes?
It's 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe
Shut
we
up,
just watch
Taylor.
it during the break.
Okay, so you don't want to watch it live?
No,
on
I
air?
mean, it's up to you.
No, probably not.
If
I
you
think
well,
probably
you said it was bad for radio,
well,
so I
it's
didn't know.
not
I
like,
haven't seen it
otherwise,
yet.
you're just going to be hearing the. Yeah, you kind of got to see Lady Gaga
that, yeah.
as. Actually, no laughing in the trailer.
Oh.
Or barely any.
Yeah.
The teaser yesterday had him just creepily laughing in the rain.
By the way, it is official that Coach Cal is going to be the next head coach at Arkansas. They finally released it.
Yeah, I saw Hunter Yurchek tweeting out the red smoke. So apparently Kentucky's zeroing in on which Drew is it? Scott Drew. Sorry,
Baylor coach.
I was going to say Bryce. Scott Drew. Yes.
Bryce would be a good choice too. He's doing great at Grand Canyon.
But like, does that? I mean, I know he's got a natty to his name, so there is that.
Yeah. We had Matt Jones on yesterday, who knows Kentucky better than anybody,
Kentucky Sports Radio.
Right? And he mentioned Scott Drew, Billy Donovan, and then Dan Hurley. Those are the 3 guys. Kentucky.
Hurley ain't, bro. They got to get Hurley's name out their mouth.
They got to, because UConn is a bigger blue blood than anybody right now.
Well, Dan Hurley ain't leaving either. Oh, sorry. I just did something unprecedented. My stock's never been higher. I've never been more beloved. I'm going to get paid whatever I want. I'm going to leave for Kentucky. Get the hell out.
In the part of the country that I love
hubris.
and I know.
Yes, and that I'm from. That is Kentucky hubris to the highest order.
And Billy Donovan is still coaching in the NBA. They still have games left. I believe the Bulls are in a play-in game right now. And so, like, you don't know when that would end. So it feels like Scott Drew is the guy.
Because also, like,
is that
over a decade?
I mean, would you be happy if you're a Kentucky fan, though?
I think so.
Don't get me wrong. He's obviously a good coach. He's got a natty. He's got a Final Four. But it was that 1 year, right? I mean, they've been good, but it's not like they've been every year dominant.
But you do have to remember where he took over that program.
They were awful.
I mean, he took over the situation that, I mean, they had the murder investigation. I mean, they just had a lot of stuff around that basketball program. And when he took them over, they were in a bad spot. And so he's been there, 20-something years at this point. And so,
well, I mean, that's unfortunately why I'm wondering if this is that. That's why it's like, oh man, is that actually the answer? But I guess Kentucky, you almost you want to feel like you have he has a national championship, so you can't be mad at it. Feels like a bit of step down.
Over the last 5 years, here's his record: 26-4, 28-2, 27-7, 23-11, 24-11.
Yeah, I mean, pretty good.
So the Kentucky job comes with a lot, T. Like, do you want to go get young up and coming, or do you want to get somebody like a Scott Drew who's won games, has a title? Like that?
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. I get it. Like, young up and coming is such a risk for a job of that caliber.
Because Gillespie, like what? How many years did Billy last there? 2? I think.
I don't know college basketball well enough. I don't know.
He was coming from A&M, and he was kind of the young up and coming guy, and like.
I mean, I know they'll never do this, and I know that actual basketball people would tell me there's no way he's deserving of it. But man, it'd be fascinating to see what Will Wade would do with that amount of resources behind him.
Well, in
what he could sell, the talent that he could acquire, it would be mind-boggling.
Out of those 3 candidates, like, it's been over a decade since Billy Donovan coached in college basketball. College basketball is completely different now than it was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a great candidate. He's a good coach, but I don't know if that's a great candidate.
Has Billy Donovan really been in the NBA for a decade now?
Because he went to Orlando, OKC, Chicago.
The Magic, OKC, Chicago.
That's just crazy.
Gillespie is now the head coach at Tarleton State.
Wow.
After spending 5 years at a junior college, Ranger Junior College.
Oh, man, I had another college basketball thought, but I lost it. Maybe it'll come back to me. All right, when we get back, more OTB.
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
CentralPlumbing.org. Go to 925-8552. CentralPlumbing.org, 925-8552. You go to Central Plumbing today. It's your one-stop plumbing shop. They've been at it for 50 years, y'all. Licensed, bonded, and insured. They've seen it all. They can fix it all. So, also got 24/7 emergency service. So, you need somebody who is going to take care of you. You want Central Plumbing, 925-8552.
Go to the website, too. You can see what they can do for you. We always talk about being able to upgrade at your home or your business, no matter what you're looking for. If it's, 1 restroom, if it's 7 bath, like, it doesn't matter. They can come in, they can get that job done, and the fleet is ready to go there. Also, if you want to upgrade by going tankless and never run out of hot water again, right? Imagine that you get home late from the ball field, you're trying to do laundry, shower, dishes, the whole deal. You never have to worry if you go tankless, and you can do that with Central Plumbing, 225-925-8552.
Our listeners fire off their opinions on the jimsfirearms.net hotline at 499-1045. Keep listening for your next chance to shoot us your thoughts with the jimsfirearms.net hotline on 1045 ESPN Baton Rouge.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales service and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Jerry and Benny Payne began Central Plumbing Company out of their driveway in Tanglewood subdivision. 50 years later and 4 generations down the road, we continue to serve Baton Rouge and the surrounding areas for all of their plumbing needs. Residential, commercial, industrial, or hospitality, Central Plumbing is here 24/7, 365.
We want to thank our customers, family, and friends for 50 years of success.
And looking forward to 50 more.
Dylan Cruz here to tell you about Six Rings Baseball and Softball Camp. If you live on the North Shore and play ball, go to Six Rings Camps with former LSU assistant coach Dan Canaveri. His knowledge is second to none, and your child will improve and have fun doing it. Camps were held at Coquille Park and Six Rings Academy in Covington with 4 sessions over the summer. Full day and morning only sessions are available from ages 7 to 13. Go to sixringsbaseball.com or call 985-206-9096. Learn the game to love the game.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. Breck, your #1 park system in the nation.
Electricity is all around us, and our families depend on it. Every day is sparked by the power of a cold drink or a warm meal, a movie night, and a comforting light at the end of a dark hallway. From sunrise to sunset, playtime to bedtime, our team is ready to take care of your electrical needs, even in the case of an after-hours emergency.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, and 1130 The Tiger.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back. OTB, just enjoying this rainy Wednesday. Hope everyone's doing well. Stay safe out there. You know, it feels like are we getting through most of the bad stuff, right? I mean, by this afternoon we're supposed to be good to go. We've dodged, fingers crossed, knock on wood. Couple tornado warnings already out the way. Here's to hoping we can keep making it. Last time I looked out the window, it's impossible to tell what's going on in here. Well-made building, can't ever hear anything. Last time I looked out, it looked like it was raining sideways. So we forgot to watch the trailer, guys.
Oh, we did.
We're supposed to watch the the Joker Part 2 trailer. Here's a good way of talking about it, though. So, in preparation for Joker Part 2, who all saw Joker 1 here?
I think everybody, huh?
Yeah.
Has everybody seen it?
Yeah.
Okay, when's the last time you saw it? Theaters?
So I actually watched it pretty recently. I didn't see it in theaters. I watched it probably November, October.
So I guess my question is, or what do you all think about it? I thought it was very good.
It was good.
I liked it.
Yeah.
The ending was great.
I didn't see it in theaters. I think we saw it right when it came on video on demand.
So the theaters, I shouldn't. Doesn't matter to what I'm actually getting at. That was bad by me. The question is, do you have the desire to rewatch it? Because we were having this debate yesterday in the friend group. Something can be really good, but also not terribly rewatchable. Now, I found myself wanting to rewatch it again after watching this trailer to kind of reacclimate with it, but everybody else saying it's too depressing and that no, they'd rather just do a YouTube recap and then dive into this new movie.
Yeah, I rewatched it once and it is kind of a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's definitely
and
a lot.
also, I feel like when you're watching the movie, you're like, okay, where is this going to go? Where is he headed? Now that you've already seen the movie, you already know where it's going, so that takes away a little bit of the intrigue.
It's kind of like that new Batman, the Matt Reeves one with Robert Pattinson. I thought it was really good. I enjoyed my time with it in theaters. I have no desire to sit down and watch it for another 2.5 hours. I might, maybe.
I'd rewatch that. I think I could do it. I don't know. There's not many movies I can't rewatch.
Yeah.
Think about this. If you can rewatch Titanic, which is a great movie, but if you can rewatch something like that, you can almost rewatch anything.
Oh, see, I don't know, bro. I think Titanic's pretty infinitely rewatchable.
I mean, but think about it. It's sad. You know exactly what's going to happen. You knew what was going to happen before you even got there.
Yeah, but it's nostalgic. It's young Leo and Kate Winslet. It's, paint me like one of your French girls, Jack. It's them on the front of the boat. There's so many. That's James Cameron sad, right? James Cameron sad and Joker sad are two different things. Like Joker's got a real just kind of dark aura around it, whereas that's almost as much action movie as anything else at times. I mean, the spectacle of Titanic is a lot of what would keep me coming. I mean, also Titanic. Do you remember when that came out? No, y'all don't. But teen girls would go see that movie. My sister saw it 16 times in theaters, and that was not unnormal for the time. Like that
abnormal?
was thank you. That was not abnormal for the time. There were a lot of it was a phenomena. There were so many of these 16 times.
That's
maybe
like,
13. I could be exaggerating.
That's like 48 hours.
Yeah. But less entertainment options at the time, to be fair.
True.
And I don't
You had to get the newspaper to see what time it was playing.
Yeah, if you don't remember, Leonardo DiCaprio at that point was he was something, dude. He was a revolution in terms of a teen girl crush. Like everybody was in love, myself included, with Leo.
That was coming off.
Turns out he loves teens too.
That was coming. Yeah,
can't quit him.
That was coming off of. God, I'm trying to think
What's Eating Gilbert Grape? He had done a few
for
years
sure. What
before.
Eating Gilbert Grape with Johnny Depp. Was Romeo and Juliet right before this?
Yeah,
I love that movie.
Romeo and Juliet, or is it Shakespeare in Love? No,
it's Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah,
Shakespeare in Love, something completely different.
Sorry, Romeo and Juliet would have been. That's like an actual old like Shakespeare. That's like about Shakespeare. Shakespeare in Love is.
But it's
right?
actually like it's kind of like a new spin on it. It won Oscars, but it was no.
Shakespeare in Love's not set in like Shakespearean times.
Yeah, but it's not like you're thinking.
But Romeo and Juliet would have been before.
Was The Beach before or after that?
I want to say The Beach was after Titanic.
There was something he was coming off of that was major, I feel
I think it was Romeo and Juliet.
Was
Romeo and Juliet was huge,
maybe it
yeah.
was, and it was straight into Titanic.
Yeah. And then he had The Beach, which was really good. And again, if you were like a senior in the year 2000, you thought it was super edgy and cool.
Yeah.
You wanted to go live in a beach that grows weed in Tahiti and, lose yourself.
I think one of my faves is The Aviator.
Oh, yeah, Howard Hughes.
Yeah.
Never actually saw it,
It's
which
good.
is crazy because I know
Really
it's supposed to be pretty good. Howard Hughes, a fascinating character in his own right.
Well, then he
Gangs
did
of New York.
Oh, Gangs of New York's one of
all-time
Daniel
good.
Day-Lewis.
my favorite.
All
Gonna watch it no matter where it's at. If it's on TV, you're gonna stop.
You got it, yeah.
Gonna finish.
Always funny
So
too to
good.
think about that. That's one of the rare John C. Reilly serious turns
Yeah.
that he does. Very dramatic turn from Riley there.
One of the best scenes of any movie of all time is when they're choosing their weapons. Like they know they're going to fight, and it's probably going to be to the death, and they're choosing their weapons. And he's like, "No guns." He's like, "Yeah, good boy."
I love the just the opening scene where they look like they would be in like ancient Scotland or something. They look like they're in this cave system, right? And you feel like you're about to be on some ancient battlefield, a la Braveheart or something. And then they walk out and they're just in like turn of the century New York.
Yeah.
You're like, whoa, okay, dude, this is weird.
To imagine like that was going down.
Yes,
That movie's goated.
It's a great movie.
Catch Me If You Can. He was on a run.
Catch Me If You Can.
Is like super
And
freaking
then he
good.
did.
fire.
Well, then he did Departed with Matt Damon and Jack Nicholson, like early 2000s.
And that's one that
I watched that way too young.
I was gonna say
Catch Me
I
If You
probably
Can is so good.
like that. The Departed though, I thought was like probably the coolest movie of all time. When
So
I saw
good.
it. I
It's
remember
really
leaving the
good.
theaters like that's the best thing I've ever seen. And it's
Departed.
probably not that anymore, but it was so.
I actually recently watched it, and
It still
pretty
plays.
good. Yeah.
Christopher Walken in Catch Me If You Can was great too.
Yeah, he was.
Christopher Walken's great.
He's
in
great.
Everything.
Where are you going, Frank?
Dune 2.
Somewhere exotic.
Dune 2. Yeah.
Even in Pulp Fiction.
Is he?
Mm-hmm.
Haven't seen it yet.
All right, when we get back, Ask the Bench, wrapping up the show.
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Pinnacle Exterior Construction, PECbuilt.com, PECbuilt.com. Go to Pinnacle or go to PECbuilt.com today and go look at the gallery, man, and what they can offer you. It's unbelievable. You need pools, outdoor living spaces, fences, bulkheads, pergolas. They do it all. But I want to talk to you specifically about those spec pools. You choose from a number of templates. You choose the detail work. You make the pool your own. And then in just 2 weeks, you have a pool. It is, they're the absolute best, PECbuilt.com.
Yeah, when you go to the website, you'll see exactly what T-Bob is talking about, and also what we talk about every single day about it being 2 weeks. That is not lip service. That is actually going to happen.
Okay, I actually have the review here. It's not going to screw me up. Very pleased, says R. Ricardo, Recently had a beautiful pool installed by Pinnacle and received excellent service that kept things clean and organized and the whole process easy to work with, available for all our questions and concern. The team members were all very kind and respectful. Overall, we had a great experience and recommend Pinnacle to anyone considering a pool. PECbuilt.com.
In times of need, get a full list of phone numbers, websites, and other important emergency information on the Demco Stormwatch page at 1045ESPN.com.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona. For years, you've heard me tell you about Insurance Network of Louisiana, helping you find better coverage for less money. But it's not just for your home and auto. They also offer commercial property. So, retail stores, professional offices like doctors, dentists, attorneys, clothing boutiques. Insurance Network of Louisiana can find you better coverage for less money. They service the entire state of Louisiana, and they're local. So call today at 293-0450 or lainsurance.net.
Yo, Jake here from my friends over at Community Steel Company located in Gonzales, Louisiana. The local place you can turn to for all of your metal building needs. Notice I said local, not Houston, not Dallas, not Atlanta, but right here in Gonzales. Visit them at their brand new state-of-the-art website at communitysteelco.com or pick up the phone and give them a call today to answer all of your questions on your metal buildings, roofing and sheet metal, and any other steel needs you or your business need at 225-647-2020.
Power up your next project with John Deere Deals by Sunshine. Whether you're working hard or playing hard, our knowledgeable team will help you find the right product for you. Ask us about our amazing tractor package promotions. Learn more about what it means to be powered by Sunshine at sunequip.com.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary, for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, and 1130 The Tiger.
So, y'all, welcome back. OTB, little Ask the Bench, brought to you by Cold Coors Light, Vizzy Art Seltzer, Blue Moon Light Sky, Citrus Sweet. Name a better human being in Baton Rouge than Jacques Doucet.
Alondra Villarreal.
Oh, wow. It's a very T-Bob-like answer. Congratulations, Alondra, learning.
In serious note, though, it's hard to find one. Jacques
Jacques the best.
Ask the Bench, favorite rainy day movie.
Ooh.
It's got me wanting to watch a Leo movie when I get home, to be honest. Yeah. Maybe The Great Gatsby.
I don't know.
I think it's got to be a Leo for sure.
I think I'm going to play some video games with my daughter today. That's how I'm going to handle the rainy day.
Yeah.
I think Shutter Island would be a good one.
Oh, yeah. Shutter Island's so good.
Oh, I love that movie.
Oh, it's pretty good.
Good rainy day movie.
Yeah, anything like darker like that. You know, like a darker. You close the blinds, you hear the rain. Yeah,
it's a good one. I got a blind from K to Z. Push the button outside, shades the whole living room.
Ask the Bench, does Snaps or Off Campus actually talk sports instead of Batman, Sex with Dogs, and movie directors like OTB? To be fair, we did Sex with Dogs and Dak Prescott in the same segment. Okay? That's called a range.
Who asked that question?
Go South.
Oh. Yeah, we talk a lot of sports. Lots of sports on off campus. But when I'm with Bobby, we talk about meathead stuff as well, though.
Ask the bench, favorite Leo DiCaprio role.
It's so hard to choose.
Hugh Glass in The Revenant. I love that movie. And that was actually his first win as Best Actor. So
I kind of really like Leo and Django.
He was good in Django.
He was really good in Django.
The memes that came out of Django 2 are undefeated.
Little tea sipping when he's like...
He's just so creepy, too.
I think Catch Me If You Can and playing Frank.
I think The Aviator. Like, he went off on The Aviator. Like, fully was...
Actually, probably The Departed for me, though.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Wolf of Wall Street's pretty good, too.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, yeah, we
it's so hard to choose.
Maybe I should rewatch Wolf of Wall, but that's
I
not a
have
rated
the
name. I
DVD.
can't have that on in the house, though, unfortunately.
No.
Ask the bench. So is this a no to the pros diss or Dak segment? Oh, yeah, there were some diss or Dak for you earlier, Taylor. See if I can go back and find him. AFR or Dak?
Ooh. AFR.
BLTs or Dak?
BLTs are good.
Overpriced local bookstores. Hey, no, shut up. It's not overpriced. You don't even know that, dummy. You got to go in there first.
Well, anything overpriced is similar to Dak Prescott, so that's kind of a watch.
IPAs or Dak?
Dak.
What?
Dak.
Oh, my God. Ask the bench, tornado or hurricane? Hurricane.
Neither.
Easily.
Hurricane, you have a warning.
Yeah, you can prep for months. A tornado can pop up and it's in and out 10 minutes, yeah.
For sure. Like living North Louisiana, like those tornadoes would just literally pop up out of nowhere.
Ask the bench, your favorite bad movie you love to watch?
A Million Ways to Die in the West with Seth MacFarlane. Love that movie.
Really? Yeah.
Oh,
I've
I
seen
love that
parts of
movie.
it. I just like how stoned Charlize Theron seems the entire time. Actually, Between Two Ferns with Charlize Theron, one of the best Between Two Ferns, and she is ripped in it.
I mean, I think all the Fast and Furious, like those are awful,
Yeah,
but I'm going to
those
watch
are
every
good.
single one of them.
Oh,
They all fall into it.
I like the World of Warcraft movie that is really bad.
Is that the one that like just came out?
Nah, yeah, for like a few years ago
Yeah.
now. Probably like 5 years ago now. Not a bad movie, but a great rainy day movie. That new Dungeons and Dragons movie that dropped. But that's actually
That's
a good
actually the
movie.
one I was thinking of.
That's
the
actually
one.
no. That's a very good movie though. That's not a bad movie. Look at the reviews. Ask the bench. National Siblings Day. How many brothers and sisters do you have? I have 2 older sisters and 1 younger brother.
I've got 3 brothers and a sister.
Older brother, younger sister.
Older sister, younger brother.
That'll be it. We love you. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great
Off
day.
the bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Ooh, Reign of Fire. Remember that movie? Is
Yeah,
that
that's actually
McConaughey
good,
with the
though.
dragons and everything?
Oh, yeah, I like that one.
I would say that kind of counts as
Clive
bad,
Owen
but
in
good.
that one? I don't know. Clive Owen maybe in that one?
Where is Clive Owen? Clive Owen, where are you? Huh?
you
You're
go?
hanging out at All-Star Toyota Baton Rouge.
Where'd
You
you
right
go?
there at Airline in
You
Goodwood.
sly dog.
You drove the hell out of that car in Sin City. Is that a Camry?
It had to be.
Had to be. Get yourselves a Clive Owen sponsored Toyota Camry from allstartoyotabatonrouge.com. You may even get to meet him.
It's
you
also
know?
Christian Bale, not Clive Owen in that one.
It is Christian Bale.
Yeah, but he drove.
But McConaughey's in it too.
He drove the hell out of that Batmobile, which I think was a Toyota.
Well, Clive Owen was in Sin City,
He
though,
was.
and he did drive the hell out of a car in Sin City.
Yes.
And you could drive the hell out of a car if you go into All-Star Toyota Baton Rouge. allstartoyotabatonrouge.com. Y'all have a great day.
The Windsor Senior Living Community in Mandeville, Louisiana is a beautiful, vibrant apartment community geared toward seniors. They are nestled right in the heart of Mandeville, where seniors live a more carefree lifestyle in spacious apartments with the peace of mind that comes from having a little extra help. Call the Windsor at 985-624-8040 to schedule a lunch and tour. Come see how the Windsor can be your passport to peace of mind.
At Relief Windows, we're more than windows. We're windows, doors, hardy plank, and vinyl siding. But our number one product is always customer satisfaction. Visit us online at reliefwindows.com.
Jerry and Benny Payne began Central Plumbing Company out of their driveway in Tanglewood subdivision. 50 years later and 4 generations down the road, we continue to serve Baton Rouge and the surrounding areas for all of their plumbing needs. Residential, commercial, industrial, or hospitality, Central Plumbing is here 24/7, 365.
We want to thank our customers, family, and friends for 50 years of success.
And looking forward to 50 more.
Dylan Cruz here to tell you about Six Rings Baseball and Softball Camp. If you live on the North Shore and play ball, go to Six Rings Camps with former LSU assistant coach Dan Canaveri. His knowledge is second to none, and your child will improve and have fun doing it. Camps were held at Coquille Park and Six Rings Academy in Covington with 4 sessions over the summer. Full day and morning only sessions are available from ages 7 to 13. Go to sixringsbaseball.com or call 985-206-9096. Learn the game to love the game.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks